Welcome into the Dean Wither Show for everybody who's joining. I really appreciate you for being here. This is the 406th episode. Now, if you're new here, you're in for a treat. All day, we debate Trump supporters in an attempt to change their minds. Now, the Trump supporters, as of recently, have been absolutely insane. I mean that seriously. I know I said it with a smile on my face, but that's just me trying to laugh off some very uncomfortable moments over the course of the last 2 days. These fuckers have been sick. And it's definitely an eye-in to the way that now around a fourth of our country is thinking about politics. Now, there's not too many people out there that support Trump. Why? Well, because he's the worst president of your life, regardless if you're 8, 18, or 80, but there still are some, okay? And that's who we're looking for. Now, before we hop into the debates, we always like to go through the breaking news. Today's breaking news is that the Trump administration and Trump himself is in utter disarray over the blue wave that we see sweeping the country. Today, Trump's approval rating is the lowest for any president in history. Democrats are winning special elections across the nation. And now it seems as if Democrats are going to sweep in the midterms, possibly even winning the Senate. This is sending the Trump administration into a goddamn spiral. They are now considering calling on states to postpone their elections. And this comes months after Trump said that he was considering federalizing the midterms, controlling them himself, compared to the delegated authority to the states to do so in accordance with Article 2 of the Constitution. They're spiraling. It is a mess. Holy moly. We're going to go ahead and hop into the first debate of the day right now. We already have the first Trump supporter of the stream connected to the stream through TikTok. James, tell us, why are you still a Trump supporter?
Because Kamala Harris is definitely not, especially because she's a woman, she's not accountable of running a country like America.
Okay. So even though Trump is a rapist fascist, Kamala Harris would still be worse because she's a woman. So you think that men are significantly better at leading than women?
Wait, sorry, can you repeat that?
You think that men are significantly better at leading than women?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Okay, James. Well, first and foremost, I mean, I hate to see this level of incel brain rot. I mean, it's gross. Clearly,
Bro,
you've been rejected
we're a Trump
by
supporter as well,
women
so be respectful.
in your life.
You're supposed to change my mind.
Yeah, no, I'll show you the same respect that you show to half of society.
How do you know how I respect society?
Because you told us. You told us what you think about women and girls. So why do you think that men are much better at leading than women?
Because they're just, better at communicating. They can, control their emotions. And, they're smarter in general.
If men are better at controlling their emotions than women, then why do men commit 92% of violent crimes?
That I cannot answer. I don't know.
Okay. If men are better at controlling their emotions than women, then why are men significantly more likely to drunk drive, recklessly drive, or suicide, self-unaliving?
I'm talking about emotions like stress and all that stuff. They can keep things, down.
Men are better at controlling stress. Evolution disagrees. I could actually point you towards a study from the National Institute of Health that says women are biologically preconditioned to better manage stress than men because of the thicker dendrites in their brain. Evolution gave them that ability over men to be better equipped for childbirth if they want to give birth. It's a scientific fact.
If Trump is so bad, why don't you leave America?
Why are you pivoting?
No, answer my question.
Sure. After you respond to my reduction of your position.
To be honest, bro, you were just yapping. At the first moment I knew what you said.
I wasn't yapping. I was giving you the facts. You said that you think men are better equipped to deal with stress than women. Evolution,
yes,
according to the National Institute of Health, actually gave women a greater ability to manage stress than men for the purpose of being able to handle childbirth. Now, we can scientifically prove this by pointing towards the thicker dendrites in the brains of the neuroanatomy of women. There's been study after study after study conducted. They've all yielded the same conclusion.
Wait, so who's richer, Kamala Harris or Trump?
Okay, well, who is dodging, you or you? Why won't you respond to the very simple counter argument I gave to your position?
It's so clear because, of course, there's more men that have been presidents.
Yeah, just like there's
And
more men
what
who
do you
are
want?
surgeons. 85% of surgeons are men. Yet according to the American Medical Association, if you're operated on by a man, you're more likely to die than you are if you were operated on by a woman. That was a study conducted on 1.4 million patients. Simply saying that, well, because more leaders have been men, then therefore men are better at leading is false. Because, as I just demonstrated, even though significantly more surgeons have been men, they're still yet worse at it compared to women. So you tried to tell me that you think men are better at leading because they're less emotional. We brought up crime rates. You couldn't respond. Then you tried to tell me that men are better at leading because they're better at dealing with stress. Then I brought up the study from the NIH that proves women are better at dealing with stress. You couldn't respond. Now you're saying that men are better at leading than women because there's more leaders that are men. I brought up the fact that there 85% of surgeons are men, yet men are worse at surgery compared to the minority of the 15% of women who are surgeons. How do you respond?
Okay, listen. Obviously, I believe there's jobs for women, but being a president is just not one. It's just not made for them.
So you're not going to respond. So you tried to give 3 different arguments for why you think, insofar as why you think that men are better at leading than women. I refuted every single one of them, and now you were just left with repeating your original claim. That's what we call cope. And by the way, that's what we call emotional thinking. Are you a man?
Yeah, of course I am.
Aren't you
Are you?
supposed to be logical?
Yeah, are you a man?
Yeah. Aren't you supposed to be logical?
Yeah, I'm more logical than you.
If you're logical, then why don't you go ahead and concede that men are not better at leading than women? Because every single argument that you've attempted to provide to prove it has been debunked.
Okay, so there's been more men presidents than women.
He's not
So
even
it's clear.
tracking. I
That's the
debunked that
proof there.
argument 3 minutes
there.
ago by bringing up the fact that there's been significantly more male surgeons than female surgeons, yet female surgeons outperform male surgeons.
We're not talking about that though. We're talking about presidents.
So then you're special pleading because your logic isn't consistent as it would relate to all fields. You can't just say in the singular field of leadership, because there's more men inside of it, then therefore they're better at performing. But in all other fields like surgery, even though there's more men inside of it, they're not better at performing. That is illogical and amounts to a special plea.
Buddy, just because there's more, doesn't mean they're better, bro. Obama was a
Okay. So then why did you
he was
attempt to
great.
appeal
He
to
was
the
a
standard
great
that because there's been more leaders that have been men, therefore men are better at leading?
Well, they're way better because there is some good presidents that were males. And
Way
name one good
better?
president that was a woman.
So let's just go back to the drawing board. What reason do you have to believe that men are better at leading than women?
Because they can take more shit,
What does it mean to be able to take more shit? I mean, that's not what violent crime stats say. That's not what crime stats say as a whole. That's not what arson stats say. That's not what DV stats say. That's not what rape stats say. That's not what cyberbullying with threats of violence stats say. That's not what self-unaliving statistics say. So what leads you to the conclusion that you think men can quote-unquote take more shit?
They can protect
I
the
promise
country
you, if we
more.
were to put a period simulator on every cis man alive, that they would be tapping out about 2 minutes in, right? So I don't know if you're telling the truth here. So what's the argument? Why do you think men could take more shit?
They can just protect the country more, get the right people in, what I'm
Says
saying?
who? Says what evidence?
You can clearly see from the past presidents.
Well, we've never had a woman that's been president, so how would we be able to draw up a comparative analysis? And even if we could draw up a comparative analysis, i.e. there was a president that was a woman, well, then how could you say that because the man president was better than the woman president, that therefore this speaks for a generalization of all men compared to all women? And he left, he crashed out. He proved my point, by the way, because his argument is that men can handle stress and take more shit than women, but then the man taps out just because I proved him wrong. You can't handle shit for shit, buddy. Calm down, pipe down. Thank you for the best counter argument I've ever been given to the position purported. Well, yeah, less than 12 minutes into the stream, we already got the misogynist crying and running away. Let's go to move on to the next guest, folks. For everybody watching, only hop inside of that queue if you happen to be an American adult that supports Trump as president. For everybody who's tuning in, welcome in, guys. This is the Dean Withers Show. We are on episode 406, and quite the introduction to the day's stream. Already making the misogynist run away less than 12 minutes in. That's beautiful. Now, folks, folks, I will go ahead and repeat that I only would like you to join the queue if you are an American adult that supports Trump, that's ready to come up here and have a debate, okay? I will ask every other person who's watching who is not an American adult that supports Trump to stay out of the queue. And frankly, if you do join the queue, you will be banned. I have a league of moderators who will be taking a very close look at the people inside of the queue and will be banning those who are not Trump supporters here for a debate. Now, the moderators have they have a collected list on a Google Doc that they share with me of the names of the people in the queue who are breaking the rules, and they just go and ban them. But I'm going to go ahead and shout out a couple of those names before we even hop into the first debate. Just so you guys have a chance to leave the queue. May, I'm looking at you. Elena, I am looking at you. Rhea, I am looking at you. Dean Voss, looking at you. Who else do we have here? Mama Suchi, I am looking at you. As well as a couple other people. Just leave that queue unless you're a Trump supporter. Welcome in, M. Whatever. Do you support Trump?
Yeah.
And how old are you?
I'm 18.
What year were you born in?
18. I haven't. What's up? Oh, wait.
What? You were born in 08. You were 18.
Yeah.
What month?
February.
February. Well, happy late birthday, man. Well, I guess
Yeah,
it's been a couple months here.
I'm honestly, I'm not really trying to debate. I just have a question.
We're looking for debates, man. If you want to
Yeah.
quickly ask your question, feel free, but we're looking for debates.
Well, okay, question and statement. First off, I didn't like you originally, but then I saw like your thing right after Charlie Kirk. And that gave me a lot of respect for you, how even though different views, you were still able to respect him.
Okay. I hate to burst your bubble, my friend. I don't have any respect for Charlie Kirk, and I don't think that you should either.
Honestly, I could care less about politics.
Yeah,
I think
thank
it's
you
the
for the
dumbest
galaxy.
thing.
Okay. All right.
but
Well, it
yeah.
doesn't sound like you're here for a debate about politics, so I'm going to move on, man. You have a good rest of your day. Only up inside of that queue if you happen to be an American adult that supports Trump as president. Follow the rules, please, and thank you for all the Parker Raiders tuning in. I appreciate y'all for being here as well. If you're coming from Parker's stream and you're an American adult that supports Trump, go ahead and hop inside of that queue for me. We'll get you pulled up here. Another person inside of the queue that's not a Trump supporter that I see, Rosie. I'm going to give you around 5 seconds to leave that queue before I ban your alt. Brayden, welcome in. Do you support Trump?
Yep.
And how old are you?
19, jackass.
Okay. What year were you born in?
2006, jackass.
Thank you. I'd be careful with that word. TikTok might ding you for harassment and bullying. It's your account, not mine, but I thought I'd give you a heads up. Sure, I'm going to go to thank 3 people, then I'll pass you that mic. Amani, thank you for the $5 donation on Venmo, who says, hey, Dean, big supporter. Appreciate you so much for the love and support, Amani. Same thing to you, Sherilyn. That is Sherlyn. Sherilyn, thank you so much for the $12. Who says, I just want to tell you I'm a huge fan. Ever since I started watching you every day, I learn more and more. That is awesome, Sherilyn. Thank you so much for the $12. Same thing to you, Nicole. I appreciate you for the $5. You were awesome. You were awesome. Very awesome. So, Brandon, go to take it away and tell us why you are a Trump supporter. I'm also going to ask you to try to control your emotions to the best of your ability. We acknowledge that you are an emotionally irregulated toddler, but you know what? You could try your best. Is he running away because I didn't have like a reaction to him calling me a jackass? I think he is. He didn't get his way. He didn't get it. I just like brushed it off and called him a toddler, and he didn't like that. So apparently he's running. Hey, welcome in. Matthew, do you support Trump? Matthew, you have 5 seconds. Going once, going twice, and sold to the next guest. We got Lyric Morgan loading up into the box. Yo, Crow! Oh my goodness, bro. I appreciate you for the very first super chat of the day with a $50, bro. Crow, you are phenomenal. That is so much money, my friend. Thank you so much for the love and support. I would really appreciate it if every single person watching could please show some love to the GOAT Crow down below. Let's get 500 Crow W's. I'm so very grateful for you, Crow. Show some love to Crow down below. You are awesome, man. Thank you so much. We're still looking for that next Trump supporter, folks. We got a lot of people in the queue who are a little bit scared of coming up here for a debate. A lot of Trump supporters, but not a lot of Trump supporters that are down to debate me. Skylar, Skylar's already gone. Dean Voss, welcome in. Do you support Trump?
Indeed, I do.
Okay, how old are you?
I'm 21 years old. I was born September 2004.
Okay. All right. You're trolling.
I'm
We're
not
going to go to move on. Yes, you are. We're going to go to move on to the next guest right now. Only opposite of the queue, if you happen to be an American adult that supports Trump as president. The reason why I know he was a troll is because he was saying his name was Dean, and then he said he was born in September of 2004. My name is Dean. I was born in September of 2004. Welcome in. Do you support Trump? Okay, candidate's not here. Moving on to the next guest, only opposite of the queue if you happen to be MAGA, and the chances of the stars aligning and him legitimately just being another Dean born in the same month and year as me is just too astronomically low. So clearly a troll. Welcome in. Do you support Trump? Apparently not. Patrick is already leaving. Dude, these Trump supporters are straight up leaving before they even join. Folks, just leave the queue now unless you're here for a debate, all right? Because we got a bunch of people that we are like loading up into the stream, and then you'll just kind of turn around and leave. Just don't even join this live to begin with. We're going to go ahead and start retroactively banning the people that will join the live and leave. Starting with that last guess. Welcome in. Do you support Trump?
I do.
And how old are you?
19.
What year were you born in?
June 26, 2006.
And how old are you? Oh.
19.
Can you turn the other phone off?
June 26, 2006. What other phone?
Okay. All right. I think that she was screen recording. Sometimes screen recording the live will cause that issue. Moving on to the next guest, guys. I know this sucks, folks. I know this sucks trying to wait to find a guest. I know that this sucks, but we're trying our best. Mia, welcome in. Do you support Trump?
Yeah.
Mia, how old are you?
Yo, I'm 18.
1 second, Anderson. Mia, how old are you?
I'm 19.
What year were you born in?
2006, 2020.
I'm sorry. You could very much so be telling the truth, Mia. I just don't personally believe you.
I'm sorry, you could very much so be telling the truth,
Hello?
Mia. I just
Okay,
don't personally
then Anderson has an echo too.
I'm sorry, you could very much so be telling the truth, Mia.
What?
I just don't personally
Anderson has an echo too.
I'm sorry, you could very much so be telling the truth, Mia. I just don't personally
I don't know what's going on.
I'm sorry, you could very much so be telling the truth.
What the fuck is happening? What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? No one else was on the live stream when we heard that. That was a TikTok glitch. Bro. Dude. Oh, yeah, we're just having a great stream today, folks. We're just having a great stream today. You know, we're 20 minutes in. We're still looking for that next Trump supporter, folks. Welcome to D-Sport Trump.
What's up, Dean? No, I do not. But I'm
gonna go to ban you, folks. We're banning people who join the live that don't support Trump. Welcome back. I said that you had an echo on your mic. It looks like it's fixed now. And you said that you're MAGA?
I am.
God, why? Ew.
It's just certain stuff I agree with, certain stuff I don't. Like, you do you support Camilla?
So her name is pronounced Kamala. Do you want to try to pronounce that?
Kamala.
Kamala. Alternatively, you could also call her Harris.
Okay.
Yeah, so in the last election, in the last general election, I absolutely did support Kamala Harris over Donald Trump, and you should have said.
Have you heard about that 14-year-old that was murdered from illegal immigrants?
I have not heard of any specific 14-year-old that was murdered by an undocumented immigrant. However, I'm sure that you could point towards isolated incidents of that occurring.
And I don't agree with some of the situations ICE are doing, which I do agree you should not be here illegally. I feel like you should get stuff to be here illegally. But I feel like with the abortion, it's a give take. Like if you were molested or something like that, yes. But if you know that you're out here having unprotected sex and then you go to have an abortion, that is wrong.
Do you think people who have protected sex yet still get pregnant because the contraceptives fail should be able to get abortions?
There are certain incidents where you are able to get pregnant even if you do use protection, but
should they be able to get abortions?
I mean, if you know that you're out here having sex, it's a possibility that you can get pregnant, so why go and have an abortion if you know what the possibilities were?
Yeah. For the same reason why cigarette smokers who know a possibility is lung cancer will seek chemotherapy if they get lung cancer. or drivers who know that a possibility is T-boned by getting T-boned on the roadway, will then, I don't know, turn around and sue the shit out of that drunk driver, even though they understand and acknowledge that was a possible outcome. Or alcoholics who understand that a possibility of that would be liver failure, yet if they were to get liver failure, they would consult a doctor to remedy the issue. Just because pregnancy is an expected natural outcome of sex in some circumstances does not mean that if a woman engages in sex and gets pregnant, that then she has some type of obligation to care for the pregnancy.
You are correct. And like it's certain situations where it's a lot of hard stuff to actually see about, but like if certain stuff is different, which in the situation, like some stuff is wrong and some stuff is right. Like I've been watching you for a good minute. Like a lot of the stuff that you do speak about, I do agree with. Like I do feel like you are right in some of them certain situations, but also some I feel like you kind of are wrong about certain situations also.
So why am I wrong about abortion? I think that every woman and girl in this country should have access to abortion, regardless of the reason why. Because you just said, well, they knew that could possibly happen if they were having sex. Yeah, they do. If they're consenting adults, sure, they know that's a possibility.
But
okay? But knowing that that's a possibility doesn't obligate them to deal with it.
There is precautions to take, whether it is condoms, whether it's birth control. It's just if you don't want to take the responsibility of carrying a child or taking care of a child, they don't do shit that can make you get a child.
Okay, this isn't a pro-life argument. This is a pro-controlling women argument. You're saying that you think some women are stupid because they have sex without protection, and we should punish the stupid women compared to rewarding the stupid women by forcing them to maintain pregnancy for 9 months, give birth to a child, then raise them for 18 years. First and foremost, okay, not only is this position incredibly...
Be grown about the situation.
Getting an abortion is grown because they know that they're not ready to be a parent. They don't want to force and subjugate a child to a household that isn't. Yes.
And have sex.
Yes, you could absolutely be ready to have sex before you're literally ready to throw the next 20 to 50 years of your life down the drain. Absolutely.
Girl, you're delusional, but okay.
Tell me why. Tell me why I'm delusional for thinking that adults can be ready for sex but not ready for parenthood. I think actually suggesting otherwise, which is force conditions upon children and which is placing them in households that are truly unready for them, okay? And then the true victim here, okay, is going to be that child that is then raised in that household that's not ready for them. As soon as we start tossing parenthood around like this light thing that anybody above the age of 18 is ready for, well, then the next generations of Americans is going to fucking feel the runt end of that stick.
To a certain extent, I feel like it's a certain extent to every situation you're talking about, whether it's Trump, whether it's abortions, whether it's ICE, like it's a certain extent to certain situations that some stuff is okay and some stuff isn't. Like everything Trump does, I don't agree with, but that for now, I feel like that is the best president in our books for right now. Like he's done stuff that multiple presidents haven't done or could have done before he was.
Like?
Multiple.
No, I'm saying like what are the good things?
What about what?
Like what are the good things that he's done that makes you support him?
I mean, he's sending people back to their country where they came from if they're here illegally. If they're here illegally and they are bringing drugs, crime, raping people. For example, the 14-year-old girl that was just murdered by 2 illegal immigrants that Kamala, however you say her name, let them pass into the border, and it's a catch and release. So therefore, she is the reason that 14-year-old little girl was murdered, and that mother has to explain to her son why her daughter is not here, or his sister is not here no more.
Check this out. Check this out. This is ice.gov/statistics. Anybody could go on their website and find this for yourself. So over here, we're going to be looking at all years, and then under criminality, we are going to specify the arrests and deportation statistics to those with criminal convictions. These are going to be the rapists. These are going to be the murderers. These are going to be the drug dealers. These are going to be the gang members. Now, when we look at the Biden-Harris administration, what do we see in 2023? 53,000 arrests and deportations of undocumented immigrants with bad crimes on their records. What about in the next year under Biden, 2024? We saw 58,000 arrests and deportations of the undocumented immigrants with bad crimes on their records. What about the first year under Trump? We only see 15,000 arrests and deportations of the undocumented immigrants with bad crimes on their records. So, in fact, you sitting here telling me the reason why the undocumented immigrants that killed this 14-year-old girl and the reason why that blame of that murder falls on the Biden-Harris administration is because they weren't getting rid of them. You're wrong. They put a unique focus on the undocumented immigrants with the bad crimes on their records to be detained, arrested, and deported. Donald Trump, on the other hand, has widened the scopes of his deportation efforts to focus on any and all undocumented immigrants in the country, including unaccompanied minors, peaceful mothers and fathers here to work, and even some legal immigrants like asylum seekers, meaning that the bad undocumented immigrants with the crimes on their records, okay, are getting identified, arrested, and deported at significantly lower rates. So, in fact, I would argue if anybody is to blame for the rapists and murderers that are in this country undocumented not being removed from this country faster, it is the Trump administration that isn't focusing on them.
Okay, and for example, like I said, everything Trump does, I do not agree with. Also,
but this
like,
was the argument you gave me of one of the things that you did agree with.
Because that's what we're coming up here to do, right?
Right, but I just demonstrated to you how your argument is false. That's what you come up here to do, right?
Finish before you go, and I understand. Like, you are correct, you are right, but like I am saying, like, it's certain situations, like you're looking at one perspective of it, not all perspectives of every situation that comes. Like, you get on here and you talk about one perspective about how you feel and about everything else, but it's not, you're not whole-minded. You're not thinking about the whole situation. You're not looking at the whole situation like that. Like, for example,
I mean, I thought that we quite literally were looking at the whole situation through macro-level data from ice.gov/statistics, right? That's like a macro-level overview of the data, okay? And you can't say this is just the liberal leftist bias. I mean, it's ice.gov, bro. I mean, I don't think there's a more right-leaning institution of our government in the country today than ice.gov, right? I don't know. She left. All right, so guys, we are 30 minutes into the stream. 2 left guests under the belt. Let's go to continue. Let's try to get that next guest up here. By the way, folks, if you want to support me, if you want to support the stream, support us to allow us to continue to be able to do this for 4 hours a day, 7 days a week, you could find my Venmo and my PayPal in the link tree in my bio on TikTok, pin message on YT, and Dean Withers without the Ian Withers. Quite frankly, we have a couple people to thank before we start that next debate. Brittany, thank you for the $10, who says, please read, I was in a DV relationship and got terminated the pregnancy because no child should have to grow up in that type of home. I appreciate you for the $10, Brittany. I'm sorry that you went through that, and you're right. No child should have to grow up in that type of home. Leah, thank you for the $3 over on Venmo. I appreciate you, Leah. Fasi, thank you for the $11. It's good to see you, my friend. And Jaden, thank you so much for the $20 over on Venmo. Let's get 200 Jaden W's. Thank you for supporting the stream, my friend. Jaden with the 20 says, Dean, I DM'd you on X for the source you asked for the other day regarding Trump saying that he'd be in office for 8 to 9 years. I didn't see your DM, but I did see that clip, bro. Yeah, it reads like a joke, but I don't think he's joking. On PayPal, I appreciate you so much for the $12. Paul, who says, hey, from the UK, Dean, it's genuinely amazing to see what you do. Just want to send a bit of love. Oh, well, thank you, Paul. Thank you for the $13 donation. Thank you for the love. Show some love to Paul down below. And then Max, I appreciate you for the $5. Anderson, welcome back. You're a Trump supporter? You're of age. We already went over this. Had to kick you because of an echo.
Is this still echoing?
No, that was some weird glitch. Dude, Blue Girl, thank you so much for the unicorn fantasy. I appreciate that, Blue Girl. All the love to you. All the love to you. Good to see you today. Anderson, take it away. Tell us why you support the worst president of your life. And Ashley, thank you for the 10 Canadian dollars on Super Chat. I appreciate you, Ashley.
Because I was born in America and I love Trump.
Yeah, why?
Okay, hold on. I'm going to answer that, but question. Didn't you used to sell courses or try to sell courses and it didn't work? So you started doing this, and now you have all of these liberal sissy females that are over here paying you.
Liberal sissy females?
Yes, liberal sissies. Yes.
So
all of these females are sending you
Jaden is a
multiple hundreds of dollars for no reason.
Obviously,
because none of them can make them. Huh?
No, go ahead.
Oh no! What were you finna say?
Oh yeah, I mean, I called you a misogynist. I could call you dumb.
Misogynist.
I could call you a
Wait, so do I get a massage?
No.
No, I don't get one. Why? Yo, Parker, you look gay as hell.
Are you hitting on him?
Typically when people say that to me, that's because they want me to be gay because they want to have sex with me.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, good for you.
Hey. There's 13K people in here, yo.
Bro, that dude's geeking. Parker, how we feeling, dude?
I'm doing all right. My debates weren't like too crazy today. And it took me a while to get people. Mainly, it was like took a while to get people to come up.
Yeah, dude. They're crazy, Parker. I mean, we're gonna go to get the next guest loaded up in the box. Only up inside of the queue. If you happen to be MAGA, please and thank you, folks. Do follow the rules of the live stream. Becky, welcome in. Do you support Trump? No, Becky's not here. We're going to move on. Yeah, we've had 2 debates so far. We've been live for 33 minutes. And both of the 2 debates, we had them up for less than 5 minutes, and they ran away. We're making them run today, folks. We're making them run. Alex, welcome in. Are you MAGA? Alex, I'm going to give you 5 seconds here before I ban you for being in the QAFK. Doesn't seem like you're here, so I'm going to go ahead and ban you for being in that QAFK. Moving on to the next guest, folks. Like I said, I have a league of moderators. We will be skimming through the accounts of every single person in the queue. We are looking for American adults who support Trump. Everybody who is not an American adult that supports Trump that's in the queue will get banned, so just don't even join it to begin with. Welcome in, Jeremiah. Do you support Trump?
I do.
And how old are you?
I'm 17.
Okay. Well, yeah, goodbye. You got to be at least 18 to be on live. In fact, we're going to put those rules back up in the middle of the phone screen. Take a look, folks. You got to be 18 plus, American and MAGA, right in the middle of your phone screen, Moving on to the next guests, guys. We have a handful of them loading up right now. Welcome in. I'm going to call you Y. Don't know how to pronounce your name. Y, do you support Trump?
No, I just wanted to say I love you.
Well, I appreciate you for your kindness. However, I will be removing you because we're just looking for Trump supporters. Trevor, do you support Trump?
Yes, I do.
And how old are you?
21 years old.
What year were you born?
November 2004.
All right, Trevor, why the fuck do you support the worst president of your life?
Well, I love his foreign policy,
Ooh.
the Iran war and all that.
Ooh.
But I got a question for you. Why'd your brother kick you out of his house?
Well, he was fighting some demons at the time, lost his shit. We're actually good now, though.
Oh, that's good to hear. I'm very happy to hear that. I apologize if I brought up a sensitive topic.
Dean, what's up with all the guests coming up here and just asking you about random things?
No, because
that's like the past few I've heard.
I mean, he likes to ask a lot of random questions.
The last
too,
person,
he's trolling.
The last person that wants to talk about the Trump administration would be the average Trump supporter. Truly, he's indefensible. They want to talk about anything but his admin. But this guy said that he supports Trump because of his foreign policy and war in Iran. Sir. What was the reason Trump gave for why he started this war in Iran?
To end the regime.
No, actually not. He's negotiating with the regime right now.
That was one of the reasons that they gave.
So the official reason from the White House was because Iran was an imminent nuclear threat.
And they still are. Don't they have that enriched uranium in Isfahan underground stored?
Okay, this will be
60%.
So what do you think the word imminent means?
Well, imminent means it's going to happen very, very soon.
Yeah, it's going to happen tomorrow, right?
Well, people would say the Chinese invasion of Taiwan is imminent, but that's not going to happen until at least 2027, but it's still probably going to get delayed.
It's definitely not imminent.
Yeah, so then it's not imminent. Because a synonym for imminent means immediate.
Immediately.
Yeah, they're an immediate threat.
So, people would say there's an asteroid imminent to strike the Earth. That would mean there's an asteroid currently touching the ground.
Yeah, if somebody says that we're an imminent threat of an asteroid striking the Earth, that means that an asteroid's going to strike the Earth today or tomorrow, something like that.
So is that why a few years ago in December, whenever that asteroid was going to strike the Earth, and NASA launched that DART mission to redirect it, they were like, it's an imminent threat? No. According to our calculations.
The justification wasn't that it was an imminent threat. The justification is that it would be an imminent threat in the future if it stayed on its course.
Well, what about that clip of you and the McLaren holding all that money?
Yeah, that was an imminent threat to your ego.
To the broke boys?
Yeah, that was an imminent threat to all the broke boys.
Look at that engine right there. It makes 1,100
Trevor.
horsepower.
Are you honestly just mad that you didn't get that E-Rich lifestyle?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I am a little jealous of Dean. Sitting in that cool garage.
Yeah,
my
you got to get
grandma's
that
house.
E-rich lifestyle so you can get $1 million in your passenger seat and then
Mm.
fly out to LA with $1 million in the passenger seat. You know.
True.
Very
True.
unfortunately,
True.
I'm
But now I'm
only
gonna go
able
to
to put
debunk
about
your view.
$20.
Now I'm gonna go to debunk your view. So you said that it was true that Iran was an imminent nuclear threat that could be further from the truth. Joe Kent left the position of being the head of counterterrorism because he said that they were no nuclear threat to America, and the only reason why we were fighting this war was because of pressure from Israel. And the DNI, the director of national intelligence, Tulsi Gabbard, was forced to testify in front of Congress, in where she said that we completely, and I quote, obliterated their nuclear program with their strikes last summer, and they haven't even started on rebuilding them since. So obviously, there's zero way that Iran was an imminent nuclear threat to us, considering the fact that their program was obliterated and they hadn't even started rebuilding their program in accordance with U.S. intelligence. So that's the first issue I have with Trump's war in Iran, is it was started on a bold-faced lie. The second issue I have with the war in Iran is that it has been continued
sometimes you just
on
gotta
us.
lie.
Well, I don't think so. I think when you lie to start a war with another country, we're already starting off on the wrong foot.
Well, I mean, that might just be your prerogative then, but we might just have to disagree on that because.
So why do you think it's a good thing to lie to start wars? Isn't that what the Nazis did?
Well, I mean, I think they were pretty direct. They were like, "Hey, we're going to invade Czechoslovakia," and then they did that, and then they were like, "Hey, we're going to invade Poland," and then they did that.
What was their argument in the Nuremberg trials for why they went into Norway?
Into Norway?
Yeah.
Wasn't it to like secure the minerals that were going to like Sweden and
Wait.
Britain?
You just said that they're pretty direct? Who's Joseph Goebbels? Was Joseph Goebbels pretty direct?
No,
Yeah. Now we got you defending the Nazis. No.
I'm not defending them. No, they should have. No,
Okay.
please don't put those words in my mouth.
So why was it a good idea for Trump to lie to start a war?
Well, a lot of people in this country have a common sense issue, and like, you know, they think, oh, we go to war, then everything's gonna get expensive, and you know, stuff's gonna go bad, like it did, like, you know, 20 years ago.
We've experienced
but
that.
that's
Trevor,
just
are you
because of-
trolling, Trevor?
Am I trolling?
Yeah.
Why would I be trolling? I mean, you're talking about how you have your league of moderators who are sitting in here getting ready to like smite down anyone who could say anything bad about Dean.
No, the
Yeah,
League
I
of
feel like
Moderators
he's
look at us smite down people inside of the queue that aren't Trump supporters.
I mean, that's like kind of a corny thing to say, though. League of Moderators, it sounds like some video game thing, like some Dungeons and Dragons
it's
shit.
not corny considering that the fact that that's what we need to keep the stream on track.
Wait, like,
you know
like
what else we
Alex
might need to do?
Blanton, bro, that corny
You know what else
ass
we might
cancer
need to do
patient?
to keep the stream on
Yeah,
track?
fuck Alex Blanton. He's a bitch, bro. You should unmod that fucking faggot.
Okay. What a crazy motherfucker. We're going to move on to the next guest. Only up inside of the cube. If you happen to be an American adult that supports Donald J. Trump as president. Guys, this is where MAGA is at. As a party, as a group, as a collective. This is where they're at. They have lost their minds. They stand for nothing. And it's impossible to even debate them. Like, guys, we are 40 minutes into the stream. We've had 3 debates. All 3 of them have either left or crashed out. Actually, make that 4. 4 debates. Remember the jackass guy? Yeah. Welcome to eSport Trump, Zay.
Yeah.
Okay, Zay, how old are you?
19.
Okay. How many continents are there? Yeah, Zay, I'm not going to debate you. We're going to move on to the next guest. We got Bound by Katie loaded up into the box. Katie, welcome in. Are you a Trump supporter?
Absolutely not.
Okay, Katie, I'm
But
going to go
I'm
to...
also not a politician supporter.
I accidentally kicked Parker instead of you, Katie. TikTok, why do you do this to me? Why do you do this to me, TikTok? Moving on to the next guest. We got Drop the Bass loaded up into the box. I literally clicked the X on Katie's name, and then it said Parker. Drop the Bass, welcome to eSport Trump.
Wow, he's canceling me.
You don't support him anymore? I'd love to hear it, Bass. Dude, Parker just did it again. I almost just kicked you again. I clicked the X on the guest's name, and then it said, so you want to kick Parker? Wait, no, I clicked the X on the guest's name. TikTok is trying to cancel you, bruh. TikTok is on your ass, dude. We got
What the hell,
Landon.
bro? TikTok, why are you canceling me, bro?
Landon, welcome in. Do you support Trump?
Yes, I do.
Landon, how old are you?
I'm 22.
Landon, your bio says Romans 8:28. So you're a Christian?
Indeed.
So what are your thoughts on Donald Trump declaring himself as your God?
When did he declare himself our God?
Yeah, when he posted an AI slop photo of him as Jesus Christ.
Yeah, there's a lot about Trump and his religious beliefs that I really do not agree with.
Yeah, but that's blasphemy, an unforgivable sin.
No, it's not blasphemy.
What is blasphemy?
Parker, that is just not blasphemy.
So what is blasphemy?
Did he leave?
Yeah.
Dude, Parker, bro. That is, oh my God. Fifth guess, 43 minutes. Every single one is rage quit. Every single one. Moving on to the next guest job, bro. Tina, I appreciate you for the well diving. Shout out to you, Tina. Duba, appreciate you so much for the $10 on Super Chat. So you could buy Parker some flowers for how much you've been kicking him today. I appreciate you for the $10, Duba. Welcome to Josh. Do you support Trump?
Yeah.
Josh, how old are you?
I'm 19.
Okay, over under 5 minutes.
Like, finishing time or like debate?
What, dude? Dude, Josh, this is a debate live for politics. No, over under 5 minutes. How long do you think you're gonna last on the stream?
Well, probably like over.
Okay, what a weirdo. Wow, I'm going to thank a couple people, then Mike and the floor will be yours. Miss Heidi, this just came in a minute ago. Thank you so very much for the $20 donation on Venmo. I want to see 200 Heidi W's in that chat. Thank you for the love, all the love in the world to Heidi. That's beyond kind of you. Heidi with the 20 says, I'm one of those crazy liberal women that pays you. Appreciate you. I appreciate you, Heidi. I hope that you enjoyed today's stream. Same thing to you, Matthew. I appreciate you for the $10. Good to see you as always. I know that you're always hanging out with us. And Ebby, thank you so much for the $5. Jaden, thank you for the $5. Alexandria, thank you for the $10. She says, thank you for all that you do. I appreciate you for being here, Alexandria. And Alex, thank you so much for the $10 as well. I appreciate you guys. On PayPal, thank you, Caroline, for the $20 donation. Let's get to it, Caroline W's. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you. And in response to your question, I am not familiar with that. I have not read that about, but I will let you know when I do read it. Thank you for the $20. Show some love to Caroline and all the other donors. Once again, if you want to support me, you want to support the stream, you can find the Venmo, PayPal, link tree in the bio on TikTok, pin message on YT, and right there, Dean Withers without the E in Withers. Truly, it's a great way to ask a question or to get a message across, folks. Go ahead and take it away. Josh, why do you support Trump?
Oh shit, was I muted? Oh yeah, okay. I support Trump because I believe that he's making our country just like a better country with his invasion of Iran. He's gonna set us as the global dominant power for exporting oil. He's gonna take Saudi Arabia out as that and replace us.
So going after Iran is gonna take out the UAE and Saudi Arabia?
Yeah,
wait, didn't
right?
he strike an oil deal with Saudi Arabia like a year ago?
Yes.
Okay, but now he's folding on that oil deal? Oh, man. Rats, folks, we just lost access to our guest request function. Don't know what did it. I guess TikTok is having a bad one today. So we just lost access to our guest request function. But that's okay because we could still do our live stream. We just got to move over to our second account here on TikTok. And I'm going to appeal this ban on the guest request restriction. And we'll likely get that appeal back here momentarily. So we're probably going to be on our second account for less than 30 minutes. Parker, you should head over there too if you want it. If you want to. We're just going to go ahead and change this text at DNC Dean. For everybody who's watching on YouTube, you guys are fine. You guys are A-okay. For everybody who's watching on TikTok, we will be heading over to our second account. Our second account is at DNC Dean. If you want to know what the handle is, it is literally in the middle of your phone screen on TikTok. Take a good look. You'll be able to type that into your TikTok search bar. For the 15.4 thousand people watching on TikTok, clearly you guys are here for debates. Clearly you guys would, probably like to see some more. So head over there, might as well, right? I'm going to go ahead and end the live here on the main account at Dean. We're going to head over to that second account. I'll be live on there in 30 seconds or less. I just have to sign in and out on my TikTok OBS, and I will see you over there momentarily. This is your last chance to take a screenshot of the handle, memorize the handle right there at DNC Dean. You could even copy it from the chat, folks. Last chance, last shot. See you all over there in less than 30 seconds. For everybody watching on YouTube, this is so annoying. Oh my goodness. TikTok is on me today. They restricted me because we had a couple guests like scream like slurs or whatnot, and even though I kicked them, apparently they're punishing me for it. I hate it when that happens. That is always the worst. That is always the worst indeed. Why am I the one getting punished for what the guests say? It's unreal. Hopefully we'll be able to submit the appeal. Because quite frankly, oftentimes, you guys, we aren't able to submit the appeal, which is kind of crazy. Let's go ahead and see if we can. Appeal. I immediately automatically kicked the guests for hate speech. Give me 1 second here, folks. I don't know what's going on with, yeah, why is this image not showing up? What the fuck? There we go. All right, folks, we're going to go to start that live on the second TikTok right now. Appeal submitted. What? Hi, welcome in, everybody. I appreciate you for being here. All right, you guys. Oh, no. Oh, no. Hi, welcome in, everybody. Appreciate you guys for being here. Quite frankly, it's not letting me appeal it. Of course it isn't, bro. Of course it isn't. Hey, guys, it's not showing the guest box on this account, but that's fine. I'm just gonna... My face is gonna freeze here for a moment. It's me just doing a hard reset on TikTok Studio. I promise it'll be fine. You're just going to have to bear with me here for a moment. Don't go anywhere. My face is going to freeze. It's fine. Don't go anywhere. For everybody watching on YouTube, while we're restarting TikTok OBS, I actually got to go plug my camera in because I just took a look up and I noticed that my camera that I use to stream isn't plugged in, so its battery is going to die in the next hour or so. I'm going to do that as soon as I'm able to get the live stream back up. Hello, everybody. We are back, and we have the guest box. Yippee! Give me 1 second. I do have to plug my camera in. It looks like we are in disarray today. I really hope that Parker comes back, because TikTok is not letting me appeal the ban on the main account. I really hope that Parker comes back, so then hopefully he can maybe co-host with me for a little bit while I reach out to my contacts at TikTok to get that figured out. I just accepted Parker's guest request, and then the guest box went away again. That's fine and dandy. Oh, am I getting kicked off of TikTok? And now the guest request is back? Okay. Yeah, we don't know what the hell's going on with TikTok today, folks. This is a big mess. Big mess. Unfortunate big mess.
Bro, what is going on right now?
Well, let me tell you. So I got that restriction for guest access on the main account, and then I appealed it. It said appeal submitted, but then I got another ban for that same guest violation, and it wasn't just for the multi-guests, but it was for the live stream feature as a whole. So now I have like a 3-day live stream ban. And then I went to appeal that 3-day live stream ban, and it glitched out. It aired out. So I can't even submit an appeal on it. So now I have to just reach out to my contact at TikTok.
Dude, that's so annoying, dude. What's going on, bro?
I don't know. Sometimes TikTok is just like this. Honestly, their moderation services are terrible. If it wasn't for the contact at TikTok I would spend a significant portion of my time struggling with these bans. They definitely suck. But I mean, well, I can't really do anything beyond reaching out to TikTok to try to get it fixed. DH, welcome in. Do you support Trump?
Can you hear me?
I can. Do you support Trump?
Can I debate you on the male leader thing real quick?
You think men are better at leading than women?
Well, I just don't like your argument about suicide because
Okay.
I feel like this.
And we're going to move on to the next guest. On the opposite side of that queue, if you happen to be an American adult that supports Trump as president, folks, we have rules here. Please do follow them. We have rules here. Please do follow them. If you want to know what the rules are, they are in the middle of your phone screen. You got to be 18 plus, American and MAGA. As soon as we're able to get that first guest loaded up into the box, guys, we will go ahead and turn around. I'm going to pass the mic off to Parker.
Twitch feed us,
And I'm going to take a moment. Dude, stop fucking around. It's not the time to troll. Get out of here. Then I'm going to try to get that appeal. I'm going to try to get that restriction appealed on the main. Hi, welcome in. Do you support Trump? They're not here. I'm going to ban you. Oh, well, shit, they came back. Moving on to the next guest, guys. Follow the rules. They're in the middle of the phone screen. And we got the next guest loaded up into the box right now. Right now, we got JP connecting. Hey, Lois, thank you so much for the $20 over on Venmo. I appreciate you, Lois. Let's get 200 Lois W's down below. I appreciate you so much. Lois with the 20 says, my dogs, Jimmy, Pearl, and Otis.
Donald Trump, and Donald Trump is a bitch.
Banned, bro.
He's
like,
the biggest
legit,
bitch
get out
ever.
Of here. My dogs, Jimmy, Pearl, and Otis, want you to have their tree money. Oh, I appreciate you so much, Lois. Thank you for the $20 donation. Shout out to Jimmy, Pearl, and Otis, and I appreciate you for supporting what we do. Same thing to you, Heidi. Never mind, I did already thank you earlier. And then over on PayPal, thank you, Heather, for the $10. I appreciate you, Heather, and Rebecca. Thank you for the 5. Lee debates. Okay, man, they just want to listen to music. Bands. Moving on to the next guest, folks. We're trying to find that first guest of the day so I could refocus around trying to get my main account unrestricted. Bands. Moving on to the next guest. We got Theodore loading up into the box right now. Where did Theodore go? Because I saw him in the comment section saying that he wanted to come up for a debate, but now I can't find him. So we're going to move on to Sharky. Everyone, just give us a moment here. Hi, welcome in. Sharky, do you support Trump?
Trump's a nigger.
Okay, moving on to the next guest. We got Eliana loading up into the box. We got Jamie loading up into the box. We got a bunch of people from that queue loading up into the box, folks. Trying to find that first guest. Jamie, do you support Trump?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Parker, I'm going to go to passing the mic of the floor off to you just so I could reach out to TikTok. Go ahead and tell us why you support Trump.
Gotcha, bro.
So, what do you want me to start with? Why I support Trump?
Why you support Trump, yeah.
Well, I think he's a good leader, but that's not really the majority of it. Rape all kids and niggers and little kids and niggers and fuck niggers and rape niggers.
All right, guys, we're going to go to get the next guest loaded up into the box, folks. Only opposite side of the queue if you happen to be MAGA, everybody. We got Diego loading up right now, everyone. Hi, welcome in. Oh, Diego hasn't loaded in yet. Hi, welcome in, Diego. Do you support Trump? Okay, Diego's not here. We're going to kick Diego. Move on to the next guest. We got the next guest loading up into the box, everybody. Where are they at? We got maybe Sophia 4 connecting. Welcome in, Sophia. Nope, Sophia left. We're going to move on to the next guest, Azariah. Azariah, do you support Trump?
I wanted to talk to you about your ICE.gov website that you pulled up.
Are you a Trump supporter?
Yes and no.
Okay, I'm going to take that as a no. Moving on to the next guest. We got North Pole loading up into the box. Welcome in, do you support Trump?
Piggy Griefking.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell they're saying. We're just going to go kick them. Move on to the next guest. We got JP connecting.
Did you ever get the 25 grand?
No. Count, handle.
Alrighty. Let me try to get this next person up here. Everybody, only send a guest request if you're a Trump supporter above the age of 18. There's a Trump supporter right here that will scream at us.
Ah, man, let's just try to get a Trump supporter up into the live.
Oh, I clicked the wrong person. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Hi.
Do you support Trump?
Yes.
Okay. Do you support Trump?
I do.
Okay.
Okay,
And
JP,
why do you support Trump?
JP, hop back inside of that queue. Liz, go to take it away. Tell us why you're MAGA.
Hey, I've been on here before. We don't agree on a lot of things. I am a Trump supporter, but I kind of hoped we could talk about the hantavirus going on right now.
Nope, this
And-
is a political debate live
Well,
about why you support Trump.
Dean, dude, I do. I just thought we could have a conversation.
Yeah, about why you support Trump. So why do you support Trump, Liz?
Well, I mean, we've talked about it before. You don't appreciate my views. I just thought with what's going on the cruise ship, we could have a conversation. But if this isn't the platform for it, it's okay. It's all right.
Okay, so you're not here to talk about the header of the live stream. Can you read this off for us?
Dean,
Can you?
how do you still support Trump?
Is that
I'm
a
not
question
an
you're willing to answer,
imbecile.
Liz?
I'm
Yeah, can I just get a quick yes or no? Is it or is it not a question that you're willing to answer?
I didn't want to talk about it. I
Okay,
thought
okay.
that
So is the answer no? Like you're not willing to answer that, right? Come on, give me a yes or no. Is it a question that you're willing to answer, or is it a question that you're not willing to answer? I don't care. Just answer. Just tell me. Please tell me. Is it or is it not?
not at this time.
Okay. Have a good rest of your day, Liz. Only hop inside of that queue if you are an American adult that supports Donald J. Trump as president, that is willing to come up here and give us an argument insofar as why you think that Donald Trump is a good president. Do you follow the rules of the live stream, please and thank you? Do follow the rules of the live stream, please and thank you. Welcome in. Do you support Trump? Bro, not today. Get the fuck out of here. Only hop inside of the queue if you happen to be an American adult that supports Donald J. Trump as president. We got the next guest, Chris, loaded up into the box. Chris, welcome in. Do you support Trump?
I was just say, love from Australia and fuck guys. Love you, dude.
Yeah, well, I appreciate for the kindness, but dude, come on. Right now, we're just looking for Trump supporters. Moving on to the next guest, we got Nina loading up into the box. All right, guys, we're still trying to find the next guest. It doesn't look like Nina is connecting, so we're going to move on to the next guest, guys. Follow the rules. You got to be an American adult that's 18 plus. Trump supporter. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Everyone, please and thank you. Welcome in. Do you support Trump, Mother of God?
I got beef with you, buddy.
Okay. Are you MAGA?
Fine. What?
Are you MAGA?
I'm in New York, so my vote doesn't fucking matter. But I am going to give so much fucking money to the Republican Party.
Okay.
Because you were a little shit.
Okay. And why is that? Is it because I prove you wrong? Is it because I'm able to effectively demonstrate why the GOP sucks? Is it because I'm able to demonstrate why progressive politics was in the best interest of this nation? Is it because you are a recently divorced 45-year-old alcoholic?
Okay, well, the alcoholism, that's pretty clear. That's pretty on the money. But,
okay.
No, buddy. It's because are you remember a lady named Stephanie? She was about a fucking month ago. She was on here.
No.
Of course, All right. Well, that's my mother.
By the way, I apologize for accusing you of being an alcoholic. That was me taking it a step too far. But go ahead.
Oh, it's fucking cool, man. I ain't. You get a tough skin, Anyway, she was on here about a fucking month ago. My nephew apparently, she fucking worships this, the Trump, but she don't know nothing about no infrastructure or any of that shit. So she was on here because my nephew gets her, say, oh yeah, you love fucking Trump. Go talk to this guy. And I don't know what the fuck you said to her, but she was fucking, she was in fucking tears. She was saying you were saying she was an idiot. This lady,
Sorry.
She's a sweetheart, man.
Jeez.
She's fucking,
Oh.
yeah, she's got some, she believes some wacky shit, but she's not. Aren't you on the libs? Ain't you guys supposed to be the compassionate ones? Fucking, where you fucking learn your manners from, man.
Okay, yeah, well, I'm sorry for making your family member cry. I could definitely be very straightforward in many scenarios, but sometimes I think that people need that. I think that people need to hear the facts as they are without them being sugar-coated. But, like I said, do apologize for making your family member cry. Now, if you're quite like your family member and you want to give us an argument why you support Trump, I'll try not to make you cry.
I ain't gonna cry, buddy. No, listen. I appreciate that you apologize. That's it's big of you. But here's the thing. My idea of you fucking conceding is you saying you're just gonna fucking you call people idiots who call you an idiot. How about that?
Yes, that is something that I do.
No, I mean strictly that. I've seen you fucking call people idiots who ain't fucking talking shit to you at all. So
Okay,
just
well,
fucking learn some fucking manners.
So sometimes I do think that people can be quite idiotic for the views that they hold. Like, for instance, if somebody comes up here and tells me that, well, Donald Trump didn't, rape E. Jean Carroll, even though that's what the court ruled because E. Jean Carroll's a crazy liar. Okay, they're an idiot. I'm going to call them an idiot. Somebody comes up here and tells me that they support Trump's war in Iran because they think all Iranians are terrorists and they don't care that he killed 160 girls. Well, okay, I'm going to call them an idiot. Yeah, there's a bunch of various,
Did you say Donald
dialogues.
Trump fucking raped a woman?
Yes.
What the fuck is that?
That happened in late 1995 or early 1996, and a court ruled that he was guilty of it in 2023.
A court ruled he like a fucking he didn't go to a fucking jail.
Yeah.
It was in a civil court, not a criminal court.
Okay, so it was like was it like too much time went by?
Yeah, too many years because of statute of limitations, but an entire jury of 9 people indicated that Trump did this.
What's the name of that?
Look up Trump v. Carroll, or you can just look up Trump held liable of SA AP News, and you can read into that. Well, given that that's true, I mean, you could probably understand why we would call people idiots depending on what we're arguing them against. I mean, it depends on what they say. Like, obviously someone can say things that are idiotic, and we're going to say that. It might not just be if someone calls me an idiot before that I'll call them an idiot, but I'll probably apologize in those circumstances for calling them an idiot if they haven't called me an idiot before. It's just sometimes people will say things that are so ridiculous that you can't not call them an idiot. It gets to a point.
Hello?
I think they're looking it up.
Okay. In the meantime, guys, make sure that you're double tapping away in that phone screen, showing out that live with a handful of friends. As we speak, I'm working on getting access to my main account back, so that's maybe why I'm a bit more quiet than usual.
Yeah, dude, the fucking bans have been crazy, bro. I'm sorry. I haven't been getting bans like crazy. It's been a while since I've lost my account like that, so I'm sorry, bro. That sucks.
Yeah, it's literally just random.
It's so annoying. TikTok is all over the place. But yeah, if you're on YouTube, everyone, or on TikTok here, tap that screen so we can help get it out to more people on the third account or the second account.
I guess in the meantime, guys, we're gonna go to. Oh, he's back. Hi, welcome back.
This is fucking legit right here.
Yeah.
This is like fucking why. So what the? Why was this not like? Harris. I don't remember one fucking ad of hers fucking saying, "Hey, this guy's a fucking rapist." Like,
honestly, she should have made an ad like that.
Yup,
I don't disagree with you there. That would have been a killer ad.
Yeah, me and Parker talked a lot about this prior to the election. She brought it up in some scenarios, she kind of offhand mentioned it during her debate with Trump. But bro, the DNC should have gone 1 trillion times harder with the advertisement. So you're right about that.
Well, I mean, that's like a fucking like if you're fucking running against fucking Jeffrey Dahmer, you fucking mention, oh yeah, the guy eats people.
Right. I actually agree with you.
So.
Yeah, she mentioned it. We will obviously wish she mentioned it more.
Yeah, I fucking. I mean, there's a
He
lot
only had
of
107 days to run though, so like we have to consider that too.
I don't remember this fucking. I don't remember fucking Biden saying shit about it. I don't remember fucking Clinton saying shit about it. Apparently, it was just. Oh well, no, this happened after Clinton, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously this is after Clinton, but I mean, like, any of them should have brought this up more. Like, I think that this should have been more of a mainstream opinion that was talked about. I mean, I talked about it all the time. I would bring it up all the time. People got annoyed how much I brought it up. They thought I brought it up too much, but I think it wasn't brought up enough. I think it wasn't talked about enough, and it was chronically undermentioned. That's why there's still people to this day that like will join the live and be like, "What? I didn't even know about this." Like, it's pretty common.
Jesus Christ, he's like fucking threatening her still.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think my ma would fucking defend that shit. Jesus, fuck.
Well, go show it to her. I guess.
No, well, she won't believe because I should probably fucking like. Okay, yeah. My point was that I know people can be idiots. You're gonna get some fucking flat earthers and all that shit up here. I'm just saying, like, you don't. You get more fucking. I feel like you make more ground if you like pretend like they're not a fucking idiot.
Maybe you're right. You might be right with that. Okay. All right, man. Well, you have a good rest of your day. We're going to move on to the next guest, okay?
Yeah. Fuck.
Okay.
All right, man.
We're going to go to get that next guest. He might be right. You might be right, man.
He actually is kind of cooking with that one, bro.
Yeah, he might be right. We're going to go to get that next guest, Isaac, loaded up into the box, folks. Only off inside of that queue if you happen to be an American adult that supports Donald J. Trump as president. Please and thank you. Make sure that you are following the rules of the live. I think, yeah, so right now I'm talking to an employee from TikTok. I think as of like a minute ago, we did get an appeal submitted to a human moderation team to take a look at that ban on my main account. Hopefully at some point in the next 30 minutes, we should hear back on the word of that appeal. Chances are we will get the account access back from the last like 20 or 30 bans that I've received on my account. Only 2 or 3 of them have been upheld by the human moderation team. Every other ban was overturned. Also, looking at the nature and justification of this ban for the main account, I think it will definitely be overturned. Knock on wood. You don't really know. You never know. We will here in hopefully around 30 minutes. So we'll be on here for another 30 minutes, guys. If you want to support me, if you want to support the stream, you can find my Venmo and PayPal in the link tree in my bio on TikTok, pin message on YT. I appreciate you guys so much for all the love and support. It allows us to continue to be able to do this for 4 hours a day, 7 days a week. We're going to go to try to get that next guest loaded up in here right now. We got Amber connecting to the stream. Only hop inside of the queue if you are MAGA, please. Amber, welcome in. Do you support Trump? Amber going once, going twice, and sold to the next guest. Only hop inside of that queue if you are MAGA, guys. Only hop inside of that queue if you're MAGA. We got that next guest. Jeff loading up in here. Welcome in, Jeff. Do you support Trump?
Yeah, I support Trump.
And how old are you?
I'm 19.
Okay, what year were you born in?
2006, July.
Okay, 2006, July. Sounds good. So why do you support Trump?
Because I think what he's doing with deportation is really good for the country.
Okay, so name one positive quantifiable outcome of mass deportation on the country.
I think, it's good for national security because...
Creed, bro. Creed, get out of here. Phil, shut up.
What are you talking about?
Pop out, Phil. Pop out.
What?
Pop out.
I'm confused.
Banned. Moving on to the next guest. Only up inside of the queue if you happen to be MAGA, please, and thank you.
Is
who do
that
we got?
actually Phil?
Yeah, bro, that's Phil. That's Phil.
What?
Yeah, that's Phil. Awesome.
I'm sorry, it didn't even sound like him. I'm not gonna lie. That's crazy, bro.
He was good at concealing his voice. Welcome in. Do you support Trump?
Hey, yeah.
Okay, how old are you?
19.
Okay, what year were you born in?
2006, November 5th.
Okay, and why do you support Trump?
So I run a business. I own a mechanic shop. and I think Trump aligns with a lot of the same views that I have when it comes to like keeping keeping jobs in the U.S. and getting rid of illegal immigrants. Because I want, I have an employee. I want my employees to be legal, and I don't want work being pushed off and people undercutting me by using cheap illegal labor.
Parker, do you want to respond? Okay.
Yeah, I got you. So undocumented immigrants, specifically, if you want to remove their a willingness to take wages below market wages, provide them a pathway to citizenship if they haven't committed a violent crime or a serious crime, then they would be able to take the same as market wages. We want a quicker legal process, which would incentivize more undocumented immigrants to go through said legal process, along with acknowledging the fact that when immigrants come to our country, they increase the employment, increase productivity, increase the GDP. They increase wages for natural-born U.S. citizens as well. And from a business perspective, the economy is better off when there are immigrants within our society, because you have more people that can fulfill a productive capacity, more people that can work, more people are demanding services from your business. So immigration positively impacts you from a business owner perspective, and there's no policy that the Democrats are advocating for that would disenfranchise you from any meaningful basis as it relates to immigration or any of the policies you mentioned.
Right. I'm not trying to argue that immigrants in the country are bad. I have a lot of friends who are immigrants. And I mean, like you said, the economy, it's better with immigrants in the country and people coming in. And our culture is diversified and all that. And I appreciate that. But as well as I'm just naturally right leaning, I'm Christian. And I like guns, and so I just kind of align with a lot of the stuff that Trump does. So I guess what I was curious is I haven't been able to find a reason not to support Trump or why the left would be better, but I'm open to hear why, I guess.
Yeah, I got you. There are countless things I can mention. One, that the economy would be significantly better off if Democrats were in office. How do I know this? Because Donald Trump has imposed tariffs, which the Federal Reserve had a report recently that came out and said we'd be below pre-pandemic levels of inflation if Donald Trump never imposed tariffs in the first place. So it's disenfranchising people in America with these tariffs be imposed because it increases costs. And it's not even really bringing back manufacturing to our country. Domestic manufacturing investment has declined every single quarter of Trump's administration after massive increases under the Biden administration through the Chips and Science Act, the Inflation Reduction Act, and the Bipartisan Infrastructure Bill. So the economy would be significantly better off because we saw higher real GDP growth at the end of Biden's administration compared to Trump's administration, higher real median wage growth at the end of Biden's administration compared to the beginning of Trump's administration. And we've seen inflation go up with the economy, gas prices go up. So our economy is becoming worse off. And because gas is essentially going up in price, it's going to cause reductions in GDP growth and increases in prices, which can cause issues of whether or not we possibly might see stagflation.
Right, that's fair. And honestly, gas prices are stupid. I'm paying $4.20 a gallon. But
that's because of the war with Iran.
Right.
There's
and
also
honestly
2 points I'd like to add on here. The first thing that you said when you joined was that you care about bringing manufacturers and jobs back to America. Yeah, manufacturing and jobs in America are being killed by the Trump admin. Last year, 2025, under Trump, because of the big, beautiful bill and its tariffs, we saw the most manufacturing bankruptcy since 2010 on the tail end of the Great Recession. We also saw the worst jobs report since 2003 if we ignore recessions. And these trends have only continued into 2026, with us losing 92,000 jobs in the month of February alone, with prices for manufacturers going up by 3.4% in the month of March alone.
I see. So you're okay with basically importing a large majority of our goods?
I'm okay. I am okay with the globalization of commerce and importing some of the goods in which we use. I think that's fine. But just like you, I do want strong American manufacturing, which is why I supported Biden and Harris. Because of their public investments into infrastructure and ships, we saw the largest boom in private investment into American manufacturing in recorded U.S. history. And as soon as Trump was elected, it started dwindling, and now it's been going down every quarter since. They were the best administration we've seen for American manufacturing in a very long time.
Okay. And then the last thing, honestly, probably the main reason that I'm not left is because I can't bring myself to support your life views when it comes to pregnancies, but we don't have to get into that.
So you think that abortion should be legally banned, or you just can't agree with me morally?
I think that abortions, other than the case where the mother could be in serious medical danger, should be illegal.
Okay, so if a woman or girl is raped and impregnated, she should be denied access to abortion?
I would say so. Now, I know that sounds bad, but I can't justify killing, in my mind it is killing a human, because the species, the clump of eggs or the clump of cells, is that species is human to me.
Can I ask you, okay, can I give you a hypothetical?
For sure, go ahead.
Okay, so Max Uribe is a teenager, and he is going to die soon. And this is actually a true story. Because Max Uribe has a medical condition to do with his stem cells. He has this developing condition that's going to kill him unless he gets a stem cell match from a donor. A stem cell donation from a matching donor. Okay, but see, the thing is the type of stem cells that Max has is incredibly rare. We don't even know if there's anybody else alive with the same type of stem cells. His dad Juan started a campaign, and so far there's been over 4 million people that have sent their stem cells in to get tested against Max to see if they're a match, and so far they haven't been able to find a single one. So my question for you is, hypothetically, if you were the only match alive for Max's stem cell type, do you think that the state should be able to legally force you to be connected to Max for 9 months to transfer some of your stem cells to his body? Because keep in mind, if you don't do this, then he would die.
So, if I'm understanding if I'm understanding this, I have to connect to a guy for 9 months to give him stuff from my body.
Stem cells, yeah. And if you don't do it, he's going to die, and you're the only match alive. And keep in mind, like, this is something that's like actually happening, okay?
Right.
Max is a real person, okay? Max actually does need donor stem cells, and as far as we know, nobody alive fits the profile, and if somebody alive does, it's possible that there's only one person. So if you were that only one person, and we found that out, should the state be able to legally obligate you, okay, force you to stay connected to Max and his body for 9 months?
I would personally do it, but I don't think it's right that you would force somebody to do it.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so you don't think that it would be right for the government to literally force you to stay connected to Max's body for 9 months to keep him alive, even if not connecting in the first place or disconnecting after connected would kill him. Okay, sounds good. Well, how does this relate to rape victims that were impregnated? Well, the thing is you're telling us that by arguing they shouldn't be able to access abortion, the state should be able to force them to another body for 9 months against their will. Okay, so if you don't think that this law should apply to you, then why do you think that this law should apply to rape victims?
So when I'm connected to Max, right, are we envisioning it's an umbilical cord from me to my passenger seat? Or is it like, is he in me like a baby is in?
I mean, I don't think it matters.
I would argue it does.
Why?
Because, for example, if, let's say Max is on a 2-foot cord to me, right, that causes me a lot of hindrance. But if he's the size of a baby in my stomach, it's annoying. It's not as bad. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Well, it's clearly I don't think that you've ever experienced pregnancy.
I mean, it's
nor
true.
nor do I think that you've experienced a pregnancy onset by rape.
That's fair. Yeah.
Assuming that being connected to Max for 9 months to give him your stem cells would cause the same level of hindrance as a pregnancy onset by rape, i.e. literal body mutilation and torture,
Right.
with the possibility of around a 3% to 5% chance that you're going to die, with the birth possibly fissuring your vagina to your anus, and then the aftercare for months on end. The state shouldn't be able to force you to do that, right?
Yeah, that's fair.
So why should the state be able to force rape victims to do that?
I think it just comes from a place of I don't know if it's right to force people, but for me, it comes from a place of Christianity, and I can't morally justify that.
Well, I have two things
But
for you.
I don't know if it's right to force people to do it.
There's nothing about Christianity that means you have to be pro-life. One, you can be pro-sentience, meaning you don't have to value it until it's sentient. Two, you can think that it's immoral and think it should be legal. There are plenty of sins you think are sins that you think are bad, like adultery, but you don't think adultery should be illegal. You don't think people should go to prison for committing adultery, even though you think it's a sin, you think it's very bad, right?
It's actually, I just had this debate with one of my friends earlier. I am of the opinion that adultery should have a sort of punishment.
Okay, then let me bring up a different example.
Marriage,
Fornication. Do you think that should have punishment
defined
legally?
I'm not familiar with that word.
Sex before marriage.
Oh, no, I don't think it should.
It's a sin. Should it be illegal? No.
No.
So just because something is sinful does not mean it should be illegal.
Yes, I agree with that.
Okay, so the point that I then make is that you could say the same thing for abortion. Even if you want to say it's immoral, you can just say that you think it should be legal, even though you think it should be immoral. And then secondly, again, like most Christians think it's not murder to pull the plug on an individual in your family that is brain dead. Meaning they value the sentient life, the subjective experience of people, and that's the basis of personhood for them, ensoulment for them. And it's not cellular human life, because if it was cellular human life, well, then we'd all there's some big issue with pulling the plug on individual in our families that are brain dead. And we'd think that's murder, and we'd want to send people to prison for that, which we clearly don't want to do.
Right. I think all your points are totally fair, and it's new perspectives to think about. I appreciate you being respectful.
Was able to change your mind on the rape exception?
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm not okay with abortion unless the woman is going to die, but I'm not sure it's okay to force people to get rid of it or to keep it, not get rid of it.
Okay. So this just means you think that abortion is morally wrong, yet you still inevitably do think that choice should be left up to the individual woman or girl. And that's a fine view to hold on to. I actually think that people who hold that view could be very beneficial for society, because there's many things that you could do to ensure that women get less abortions, not because they're forced by their state to maintain their pregnancy, but rather because they no longer want the abortion. 54% of women who access abortion from Planned Parenthood indicate the reason why they do so is because of financial instability. And that makes sense. The leading cause of poverty in women is childbirth and motherhood. So in other words, if we were to better support, women and new mothers, ensuring that financial insecurity would not put them into poverty via better social safety nets for new families, well, then there would be a significant reduction in the amount of abortions that women and girls get. Another reason would be the fact that in school, we don't teach enough about sex ed. People don't know what safe sex is or how to engage in it. And even if they do know what it is, well, they maybe don't want to spend their money on the $50 Plan Bs, the expensive birth control, or the condom. So now if we ensure that there's a proper and adequate access to sex ed in school, and there is free universal access to contraceptives, birth control, Plan B, so on and so forth, that would be another way to significantly reduce the number of abortions. And that is completely compatible with your view that abortion should be legal, yet it is morally wrong.
I would switch the word should. I'm not 100%. Again, I mean, this is right, all going through my brain right now. I'm not 100% sure they should be legal, but I'm not 100% sure that they shouldn't. So
so then just hold to a position of a suspended agnosticism, where you won't vote for policy to criminalize it. All of a sudden, suspended agnosticism on the subject matter of access to abortion is still yet the pro-choice view.
That's fair.
Because if you're arguing that you don't know if it should be illegal, then by default, it would be legal.
Right. Yeah. And I think it's smart to tackle it from a point of view of education and support networks instead of just saying, yeah, you can't do this.
Okay. Well, now that, in consideration of the fact that you said, well, the biggest reason why you support Trump is because of pro-life policy, but now you're agnostic on pro-life policy. We went through other economic seemings, such as the fact that manufacturing is terribly down, jobs reports are in the shitter, the economy's suffering, and we saw much better policy and outcomes under the Democrats. Do you still consider yourself a Trump supporter?
I think if I had to vote again right now, yes, but I'm less confident.
Okay. So why would you still answer yes to that question? Is it just because it's the belief structure that, you've come to feel comfortable within?
Yeah, I mean, granted, for 19 years, I've never thought about anything but being right.
Right. And, it's the same way for a long time in my own life. I thought that the left was crazy and Trump was king. Okay. But then I opened my eyes. Dude, in 2 weeks, in less than 2 weeks around Easter, Donald Trump said he was Christian, attacked the Pope on Easter, praised Allah on Easter, then turned around and threatened to genocide 90 million people living in Iran. Okay? Right? And all of this shit about how Trump is so good for the economy. Well, guess what? Now, gas prices have increased the most they have since the Vietnam War. Guess what? The purchasing power is down for the working class when the alternative ran on tax cuts for we the people. Guess what? Okay? GDP growth is down. Guess what? He promised to start no new wars. Now we're at a new war in the Middle East that we're spending over $1 billion a day on. Come on, dude. Yeah. There's just really no benefits that we could see here from the administration. Okay, especially as a Christian, you should never support this man. He claimed to be God, committed blasphemy, depicted himself as Jesus Christ.
That's fair. I try not to follow or not follow people based off of sins or no sins, strictly because
God does though. When it's about blasphemy, God does. God chooses to not follow people and to desert them altogether for blasphemy against the Holy Spirit.
That's fair. That is one of the only sins it's like.
And even though you say that you choose not to follow people over sins or the lack thereof, you're lying because you do choose to not follow people because of their sins. Have you chosen to not be a Nazi because of how evil Hitler was? If so, then you've chosen to not follow people because of their sins.
Their morals. I'm not a Nazi because I don't agree with killing everybody but blonde hair and blue eyes,
Okay. And you've chosen not to follow a group of people because of their sins.
Because their ideologies and what they believe.
So
I don't know if.
So do you think that Hitler would be
actually God?
So you just don't really consider the Holocaust and
it's sinful ideology is what he would say, and he doesn't realize that you're still referencing sins.
I guess if Trump truly believes that he is God, then that's different. But I don't know. I don't think that Trump.
So if you could just post pictures that you are God, and you have no issue with that, as a Christian, by the way, it's not like an atheist is rage baiting someone.
You can express yourself as dressing. I've dressed up as God. I dressed up as God and handed out ramen at my church. That doesn't mean I think I am God.
But did you post a picture depicting yourself as God from a literal sense?
Not a literal sense. There was a picture of me on Facebook, though.
And even above the immorality of this, right? There's something else that we have to consider here. It's just that he's not fucking mentally coherent. Okay, clearly this dude has lost his mind. If he's attacking the Pope on Easter, praising Allah as a Christian on Easter, claiming to be God himself, threatening genocide, tanking our economy, breaking his promises. Okay, he's lost his mind. Even above the immorality argument, since you had a little bit of an odd reaction to that. Okay, well, he's lost his mind. He's mentally incoherent, and we shouldn't support presidents who are mentally incoherent.
Was Joe Biden mentally coherent? Would you
Much
consider
more
him?
mentally coherent than Donald Trump. Sure, he was old, but I mean, still yet, I mean, he spent his 4 years passing good domestic policy and kind of just napping on the other time. Donald Trump, on the other hand, because of his mental incoherence, is starting wars that he promised not to, is claiming to be God, is saying that Biden was executed in 2020 to replace with a robotic clone, attacking the institutions of our democracy, attempting to overrule the
Did you say he said
Constitution.
that Joe Biden was replaced by a clone?
Yeah, on Truth Social, he retweeted an article saying that in 2022, Biden was killed and replaced with a robotic clone. I'm not joking.
Was that
Dude, oh my God.
or was that
No way.
like a statement?
What's that?
Was that a facetious remark or like a statement?
No, it was like an actual article saying that this actually happened.
That's wild. Interesting. There's a lot to think about, for sure.
Okay, well, we hope that you consider those things, Chad. I guess we're going to move on to the next guest because I don't think that we're going to be able to push you any further than that. You're just kind of at the point where you kind of just got to sit and digest those things. I have a couple people to thank here real quick. Light, thank you for the $10 over on Super Chat. It's good to see you today, my friend. Thank you for supporting the stream. And then over on Venmo, thank you so much, Camille, for the $30. Sorry, not the 30, for the $20. Thank you, Camille. That is Camille. Please show some love to the GOAT, Camille, down below in that chat for the incredibly kind donation. Thank you so much, Camille. Camille with the $20 says, thank you for everything that you do and for standing up for consent. Listen, man, here we just try to stand up for common sense, okay? That's what we do. It's important. Thank you so much for the $20. Same thing to you, Lake. Thank you for the $33 donation. Who says they might be too ashamed to admit that they were wrong about Trump, but people supported the current GOP is tantamount to supporting Trump. When will you debate these people away from the abyss? Well, that's what we're trying to do. That's what we're trying to do. Like, I appreciate you so much for the $33 donation. Thank you so very much for the love and support. You are awesome. Dude, let's get 300 Lake W's. I appreciate you. Nat, thank you for the $5. And Samantha, thank you so much for the $20. I appreciate you so much for the love. Show some love to Samantha down below in the chat. Yeah, Samantha, that went well. We inevitably got a cargo truck out there full of supplies. Thank you for the $20. And then Charlie, thank you for the $5 as well. I don't think so, at least not right now. Let's go to get the next guest loaded up in the box right now, folks. We got Joshua Lane loading in.
Can I thank Michael? Michael, thank you for the $200 on PayPal. Can we get some W's for Michael in the comment section right now? Thank you so much for the kind message, Michael. That is seriously so kind of you. I just saw that right now. Thank you so much. W's for Michael in that comment section right now. That was fucking crazy. Thank you so much, Michael.
W's for Michael in that chat, folks. W's for Michael in that chat. Welcome in, Joshua. Do you support Trump?
Yes.
How old are you?
31.
Okay, you're muffling your mic a little bit. Could you get a bit closer to your mic, please?
Sorry, is that better?
I mean, it's a little better. Why do you support Trump?
I'm on a cell phone, so.
Okay, why do you support Trump?
I believe he's America first. You know, takes care of American citizens, and I like what he's doing with controlling the border and deportation.
If Trump was America first, then why is America doing so terribly?
How are we?
Oh yeah, economy's is in the shitter. I mean, social safety nets are tanking. People are losing health care. The cost of it is exploding. Food stamps are getting cut too. He's attacking the Constitution, the institutions of our democracy as well, threatening to federalize the midterms. I mean, gas, it increased the most it has since the Vietnam War in the 60s. I mean, in fact, there's actually not like one clear thing within this country that's getting better.
See, I feel like that's a hearsay with the Medicare and the food stamps because I'm on food stamps. I'm also had 2 heart attacks at the age of 31. It sucks, and I was taken care of pretty good. Taken care of. There's a lot of benefits in America of other healthcare systems than just saying you're paying for Medicare. There's really good help out there, and
Wait, can I just be clear? You're on food stamps, and then you voted to cut other people off of food stamps.
I cut people off that don't need it.
What do you mean that don't need it? It's what? It's just people that don't meet that work requirement specifically. And, you know, in those circumstances, there are plenty of individuals that haven't yet qualified for disability, that have disabilities that quite literally aren't able to work, that under this situation will lose their access to that. Plus, it also affects children. 420,000 children, according to the Congressional Budget Office, are cut off of free school lunch and breakfast on average every single month because of the big, beautiful bill. And for what? To give massive tax breaks to millionaires and billionaires? Like, that sounds horrible.
See, that's the thing, though. Y'all are reading this. Y'all are reading that people are cut off of food stamps that needed it. They're not.
Okay, so who?
You're just claiming that. I gave you a
How could I
source.
still be on it, but they're not?
Because they
Yes, they are.
because they defunded food stamps by
Because
106
he's
billion.
actually defunding people who cannot make the cut for food stamps.
What do you mean by cannot make the cut?
No, they're changing the
That
qualifications. So
have
these are
plenty of
people that
money.
did
They want
qualify
to spend their
prior.
money on other stuff.
Okay, so if I changed the qualifications to make you not qualify for it, and then just said you didn't deserve it, would you think that's justified?
Yeah, I mean, if I probably.
So
if
you
could
just said it
prove
was
that I
justified
don't-
to cut you
if
off
you
of
could
food
prove-
stamps,
if,
bro.
If you could prove that I don't, then yes.
Okay,
yeah,
so what?
if I change the qualifications to not allow for you, like in the bill it says don't allow Joshua to get it. Well, then obviously that's going to be fucked up, right?
Yeah, that would be.
Yeah, but that's-
they're not doing that.
I just
They're
want to
not
clarify.
name-dropping people.
They changed the work requirements and made it even harder for people to qualify. And then you're saying, oh, these people don't deserve it. Well, they did deserve it. You know who doesn't deserve it? The people who are getting massive tax breaks, who are millionaires and billionaires in the big, beautiful bill, when we should have been giving those tax breaks to working class people.
I would rather a massive tax break on the rich than the poor.
What?
What?
What is,
You're
what
just
is-
insane. What
As
is
some,
wrong with
but
you?
keep in mind, this guy's on fucking food stamps. By the way, he is
what's
the
saving
fucking
me
poor.
$4? No,
And you think that the rich should get a tax cut compared to the poor and or
so I
working
get a
class?
tax cut
Why?
that saves me $4.
I would rather give you a tax break than a billionaire. Why would
Okay,
you rather
to
give the
save me
billionaire a
$4.
tax break?
The billionaire pays me to work.
Dude, you think it's going to
Guess
trickle
what I
down to
get
you?
more?
Joshua,
Guess what I get more of?
They're more
when
likely.
the businessman gets a tax break.
Joshua,
and
they're
and
more.
it's proven.
Joshua, listen, they're actually that's false. They're more likely to pass it down to their employees when they are taxed on it or they have a higher top marginal tax rate because then they have a greater incentive to reinvest in their firm or give money to their employees.
Every time they get a tax break, they will pass it down.
No,
It's
that's
happening
just,
No, that
every
just doesn't
time.
make any sense.
Think-
They have
think
no
about it this way.
incentive to do that.
I could give you an analogy, Joshua.
Okay.
Okay. You're a big beer drinker. Every Friday, you buy a case of beers, and then you will periodically drink that case of beers over the course of the next week. Now, you don't need to drink the whole case. Sometimes you'll only drink 6 of the 12 beers, and then leave the other 6 in your fridge as leftovers to drink later, okay? But imagine this. You befriend me, and I say, Joshua, every Friday, I'm going to take 50% of the beers that you have left over that you did not drink the week before. Do you think that you would be more incentivized, okay, to leave less beer in that fridge, i.e. you want to drink more beer, or would you be less incentivized to leave less beer in that fridge, i.e. you are going to drink less beer to leave more beer in that fridge for me to take?
You drink more.
What's that?
I said I'm gonna drink more.
Yeah, you're gonna drink more.
you to
Exactly. And when I'm, the quote unquote beer tax man, and I'm saying I'm gonna take 50% of the beers that you don't drink, then all of a sudden you're gonna drink more beer. Okay. Now, see, the thing is the analogy here is that the IRS is essentially doing that same thing to companies. When we increase the corporate tax rate and we tell these corporations, we're going to, tax you 30, 45% of your profit, i.e. the beer that you don't drink. Well, then all of a sudden, these companies are going to ensure that they have less quote-unquote profit by reinvesting more of their revenue back into their company. Therefore, it's a tax write-off. Okay? And the analogy concludes here that Parker's right in saying that when we tax corporations more, they're more incentivized to reinvest more of that revenue back into their business, i.e. to hire more employees or to pay their employees more, just so they don't have more profit that they have to pay tax on.
So what you just said, I'm gonna try to break it down. What you just said is if they was getting taxed more, that's when they would push down the line and
be more
do
incentivized
raises,
for more
paid
investment.
time off, and all that stuff.
For more investment. Yeah, for more investment, which
Instead of
in most scenarios will be the creation of new jobs, because the creation of new jobs is actually something that will then increase their profit. So they're just kind of like kicking the can down the road until hopefully they have a president that will reduce their corporate tax rate. So then they could just stop all that new investment, take it all out on profits, and then put it in their bank. And that's kind of what Trump did by reducing the corporate tax rate from like Obama's, what was it, like 40% to now 21? Like now companies have a great ability to just extract more and more and more of their revenue out as profit.
Well, we'll just have to disagree on it because I was in the military under Obama and Trump, and then I have worked in businesses under Biden and Trump, and I had noticed pay increases in the military under Trump than Biden, and I've also noticed pay differences between businesses under Biden and Trump.
So you actually got a larger pay increase in the military under Biden, but that wasn't because like Biden's like
I wasn't in during Biden. I don't know about the military portion on that. I was in during Obama and Trump.
Yeah, so the highest pay increases we've seen in the military in modern American history was under Biden. Not to mention better benefits for the military through the PACT Act. But, I mean, that aside, you're just saying that your personal anecdote is that you got paid more under Trump compared to Biden. Well, it's just that. It's a personal anecdote. I'm sure that there's many people out there.
I got raises. I got more paid time off. I got everything.
Yeah, that probably more so had to do with the...
paying as much taxes.
Oh, so you think that Biden increased the taxes?
No, I think Trump was lowering the taxes.
And then Biden stopped lowering them, so Biden increased them, right?
Not sure on that part.
Oh, well, you just said so. Because well, I mean, he didn't. Okay, that's the thing. He didn't. Under the entirety of the Biden-Harris administration, we had Trump's Tax Cuts and Jobs Act.
Sweet. That's what I like.
Okay, but you just told me that because of Biden's tax policy, you actually had pay cuts. So seemingly, Trump's tax policy is what cost you to have a pay cut there, bud.
Well, I know when I was getting paid through with businesses after the Army, there was up. I was getting more paid time off, more or less taxes being taken. I mean, more paid time off and more raises. There we go.
Okay, and then why did this just stop under Biden? If Biden didn't increase taxes, then your hypothesis fails.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I take it back from Biden. I don't know about under Biden, but under Trump or under Obama and under Trump. But the most reason that like I said, with being a Trump supporter is America first and.
But what is he doing to place the? Wait, you said that you wait. You said that you were in the military. Did you take an oath to uphold the Constitution to protect it from enemies abroad and those domestic?
I did.
Would a domestic enemy to the Constitution be somebody that would intentionally violate it?
Yes.
Okay, so if Trump intentionally infringed on the Constitution, you wouldn't support him?
How did he?
Executive Order number 14160 intentionally infringed on the 14th Amendment of our Constitution by attempting to unconstitutionally take birthright citizenship away from the citizen children born to undocumented immigrants on American soil. Please don't respond to this by telling me that you don't think the children born to undocumented immigrants here should be citizens. I don't expect you to think that you're a Trump supporter after all, but regardless of what you think, the law is the law, and the 14th Amendment does guarantee that as a right to the children born to them here. And Donald Trump infringed on that right with his EO.
Yeah, birthright citizens should be citizens. You're right. And that is wrong of him.
Okay, so then you don't support him because he's a domestic enemy to the Constitution.
But that doesn't mean, all right, then who else am I going to support?
Wait, he also called for the termination of all rules, regulations, and articles, even those found in the Constitution. You say, who else are you going to support? Kamala Harris was the preferable candidate, or any Democrat that will be running for office.
So we changed to go to let them all in at that point.
Also, like, I don't even understand. Like, that's a straw man question. Oh, who else am I going to support? Well, not Trump, because he's a domestic enemy to the Constitution.
I mean, I'm saying breaking in that one bad point that he's had or that he's done.
But you said that you want to support him if he was a domestic enemy to the Constitution.
Okay, yeah. I mean,
and that's also not just like one bad thing. That's not just one thing. Not just one. Okay, he's also threatened the First Amendment by saying that it's now illegal to criticize him in the media. He's threatened the Second Amendment by telling his DOJ to try to find any and all ways to ban any and all gun ownership for law-abiding trans-American citizens. He's threatened the Fourth and 14th Amendment by deporting people with no due process and saying that we could just kill Alex Preddy because he was carrying a gun. He infringed on the 10th Amendment via the illegal deployment of the National Guard in Illinois. SCOTUS ruled that is unconstitutional, and he's threatened the 22nd Amendment by saying that maybe he wants to run for a third term, or he's going to be in office for another 8 to 9 years. Okay, he's also threatened the first and second article by saying that he could federalize the midterm elections. Fuck no. Okay, the Constitution explicitly gives that ability to the states, not to the federal government. He's also said that he could just pass policy without congressional approval. That's a breach of the segregation of power within the federal government. Now, clearly, you are going to need Congress to pass policy. And not to mention J6, where he despised the outcome of the election so much that he then tried to install himself for a second term with the use of fake votes in Congress. And then when Mike Pence refused to help him in his plan, all of a sudden, all of his supporters started chanting, "Hang Mike Pence," just because he valued the Constitution. I mean, dude, he's still pardoning people that orchestrated the plot to steal the 2020 election from Biden. He gave full and complete presidential pardons to the 174 domestic terrorists that tried to rig the election in 2020 and tried to kill cops in the process, landing them in jail for battery. I mean, like, no, clearly, if you are in the military or if you've ever been in the military, President Trump is the last president that you should ever support. He is, by definition, a domestic threat, okay, to this country's constitution.
Much of the stuff you said. I mean, it's just like when you were saying that Trump wanted to hit the First Amendment, right? Because he wants to talk about him. What would happen if anybody back in Obama days would have threatened to kill the president? What happened to him? It's always been a rule in America when you threaten to kill the president or threaten
we're not talking about threats to. We're not talking about a threat of
assassination.
assassination. We're talking about criticism.
But he wasn't talking about criticism. He was
he
literally
was
talking about him being dead.
No. He was talking about news stations reporting not unfavorably on him.
And also, he's called for the execution of some Democrats because they said to follow the law and to not follow unlawful orders, which is just abiding by your oath to the Constitution.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
He also called for the execution of some Democrats because they said to follow the law and to not follow unlawful orders, exactly what the oath of the Constitution indicates you should do.
I'm sorry, I couldn't really hear you.
So he literally also called for the execution of some Democrats because they said to follow the law and to not follow unlawful orders, which is what the Constitution tells you to do.
Yeah. Like them telling people to fight the law?
No, to follow the law and to not follow unlawful orders.
No, I'm saying the Democrats, when they was telling them to fight the lawful orders.
No.
Unlawful.
No. They was telling them to fight the law, to
go
against ICE.
No. The Democrats that he called for the execution of released a video saying that if Trump gives you an unlawful order, you don't need to follow it. And then he called for their execution. Should Trump be in jail for that?
Sure.
Okay, so you think that Trump should be president from jail?
Yeah.
You're silly. Okay, come on. Stop acting like a fool. Well, I mean, it looks like he took my suggestion a little bit.
His president's going to be behind bars. Presidency behind bars in the Oval. You know what? His president from jail. Not only is his skin going to be orange, but his jumpsuit will be as well.
Dude.
That always is so funny, like president from prison, bro. Are you serious?
I don't know, and so many people like will say that and then stand 10 toes down on it. Like they actually want him to be president from jail.
Yeah, like that is incoherent. Like actually, like.
True
Dean
that.
Parker, how's it going?
What's going on, right, Nick? Do you support Trump?
Yes.
All right, give me one moment here to thank a couple people. Skylar, thank you for the $5. Who says, big fan of your increased use of logic, principles, and patience, of course. Keep it up, Dean. Thank you, Skylar. Narissa, thank you for the $5. Who says, hey, Dean. What's up, Narissa? Appreciate you for the 5. Vicky, thank you for the $5 as well. And Charlie, thank you for the $5. Destiny, thank you for the $10. Who says, hey, Dean, is it safe to travel still even after what's been going on with the hantavirus? Yeah, I'd say that you're probably safe, man. Appreciate you for the $10 Destiny. Let's get 100 Destiny W's down below. And Cielo, thank you so much for the $25 donation. Cielo with a $25 says, please read out loud. I wish Christians knew abortion only became a quote-unquote Christian issue in the 70s and is based in segregation. Research Paul Reich, Jerry Falwell, and Real Origins of the Religious Right. No, you're actually telling the truth. Yeah, before the 70s, the Christian evangelists were actually pro-choice because they're anti-government intervention in individuals' lives. But then they made it be a quote-unquote states' rights issue just to push for more states' rights in general as an homage to the Confederacy of the Civil War. In an attempt to argue that states should have the ability to legalize segregation. Mary, thank you for the $5. And thank you. I appreciate you guys. We got Kitty up here on stream. And Lisa, thank you so much for the $20 donation on PayPal. I really appreciate you so much for that love, Lisa. Let's get 200 Lisa W's down below in that chat. Thank you so much. Lisa with the $20 says, I just wanted to say that just because some people can become parents that they shouldn't. Yeah, they can have lasting effects on that child, like being abused or because they can't have access to healthcare. Yeah, I appreciate you for the $20. Yeah, I definitely agree that just because you're ready for sex, you're not ready for parenthood. Unlike that last guest had suggested. I appreciate you for the $20. Lisa, thank you. Then Fastiel, thank you for the $5. Kimberly, thank you for the $10. And Melissa, thank you for the $10 who says, thank you for the service you are to this country. You are appreciated. Well, I appreciate you. I don't know if I'm doing a service, but, you know, I try my best. Same thing to you, Sarah. Thank you for the $10. I appreciate you. And Luana, thank you for the $5. Celeste, thank you for the $3. If you are watching and you want to support me, you want to support the stream, you can find my Venmo and my PayPal in the link tree in my bio on TikTok, pin message on YouTube, and right there, Dean Withers without the Dean Withers. Take it away. Tell us why you're MAGA.
Am I all good now?
Yeah.
Team Parker, I hope your day's going all right. I hope all your loved ones get raped and die. Nigger, nigger, nigger. Die, nigger, nigger, nigger. Nigger,
That's
nigger,
where
nigger.
MAGA is at, everybody. So we banned him. We removed him from the live stream. But that's where MAGA is at, you guys. If you want to know why the right is so hateful and violent, look no further than what the last guest had to say. Welcome in. Do you support Trump? Hello? Okay, Brooke's not here. We're going to move on to the next guest. Only opposite side of that queue. If you happen to be an American adult that supports the ideology Trump is president, please hit thank you. We got Steven loading up into the box right now, folks. Looking for that next guest. Steven, do you support Trump? Hello, Steven. Not here. Moving on to the next guest. We got Donnie loading up into the box. Hello, do you support Trump?
Hey, yes, I do.
Age, please.
19.
What year were you born in?
2006. I'm sorry, I'm not American.
Oh,
no,
okay.
actually I am. This is just not my first.
Bruh. Okay, well, I kicked you because you said you weren't. We're going to move on to the next guest, guys. Only up inside of that queue if you happen to be MAGA. Follow the rules of the live
Hey,
stream.
dude.
Please and thank you. Phil, what do you want?
What?
What do you want, Phil?
I don't know who you're referring to.
I don't know who you're referring to. Get the fuck out of here. Moving on to the next guest, bruh. Oh my god. I don't know. The debates today kind of suck. Every single person that we've had up here to debate has just inevitably ran away. But like 9 out of the 10 people we've had on the live have just been like trolls spamming the N-word. Welcome in. What is up? Do you support Trump? T going once, going twice, sold to the next guest. Moving on. Only up inside of that queue if you're MAGA. You gotta be 18 plus. You gotta be American. Those are the rules of the live. Please follow them. Yeah, I'm really down today, folks. Really down today. You know, the whole getting all my accounts banned and shit is fucking frustrating. Welcome in. Do you support Trump?
Have you got your main account back yet?
No, not yet. Sock, do you support Trump?
No, I don't.
Guys, stay out of the queue unless you're MAGA. Like, there's legitimately only 30 people inside of the queue. Okay, come on. Have... Oh, it just happened again. We just lost multi-guest live access again. Alrighty. Okay. Somebody in the chat says time to get a job. That's funny as hell. Guys, in the meantime, make sure that you're double tapping away on that phone screen, sharing out this live with a handful of friends. Appreciate you all so much for being here. We might just end for the day. We might just do a 2-hour stream compared to a 4-hour stream today. Because what the hell else are we gonna do? We could try. Do we have any other accounts? I don't know. Do we? We can take a look. Yeah, this is shitty. Guys, we're going to go move over to YouTube for a while. You can find the link to that in the bio of my TikTok account. We're all going to go hang out over there. I'll see you guys over there momentarily. You can find me at, it is Dean Withers, DEANWITHRS. Head over to YouTube. I'm going to hang out with you guys while we are resolving the issue. See you all over there momentarily. Peace and love, folks. All right, folks. We need to try to get this resolved. Let me call Parker on Discord, see if he's around. I just need to invest some time into getting this fixed. Okay. Yeah, a couple people to thank here over on YouTube. Thank you so much for the $10 on Super Chat. Mortis with the $10 who says, in my opinion, the response to quote-unquote, who else should I support should be then abstain. Yeah, true. I appreciate you so much for the $10. Hey, Parker.
How you doing?
Doing all right. Thought I'd shoot you a call. See what's going on. I need to try to get this issue resolved with TikTok. I don't know. What are your thoughts on the issues that we see today?
On the what we saw?
What are your thoughts on all these issues that we see today?
Oh, on TikTok, dude, it's so
Yeah.
brutal. I had issues the whole day too. I was like, I only had a few people in my guest box. Like, the whole day, it was like, some of the times during the day, I had like 2 people, 3 people in my box. Like, and it's not even like I had significantly less people. Like, I had like 6,500, 7,000 people in there, and I had like 3 people in my box. It was fucking crazy.
What a mess, man.
But your bans, dude, are nuts. Like, the fact that you lost on your main and second, did you even get 2 flags before you lost it?
No.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah. I mean, it's a big issue that TikTok has. They're like, this is only gonna be, so what it's caused by, folks, is like the people that'll come up and scream the N-word. That just gets me taken down. And TikTok's policy here is actually going to cause significantly more people to like advocate for like the rape and death of my family and to spam slurs because they know that TikTok will punish me for it.
Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous how TikTok does that. They should be actually banning those accounts. They should never be banning us. That literally makes no sense. Especially when you blocked it right away. It's not like you kept them up.
Yeah. I mean, their human moderation team can fix it, but they're just moving slow today.
Just the fact that they leave it up to human moderation like that is crazy. Like, the general thing should just be like, if it is happening on the stream, they should block the guest, not the person who's hosting the stream. It used to be good. Like, they used to have a system that like would ban people like that all the time and never ban us.
Yeah, see, the thing is they just kind of their moderation program it just goes in and out. One day it's good, the next day it's terrible. Like that's what it is. Wait, do I have access to guest requests on my main? I might. I might actually have access on the main back. We'll see. Let's take a look.
That's good. Yeah, but like for people in the chat though, like have the debate's been like this for everyone else too? Like if you've seen on other people's accounts, I haven't been watching streams all day. I don't know if it's for other people other than us. It could just be us too.
No, I mean, I think that people, like, for the most part, do that to us the most. Something else that should be taken into consideration here is that because, you know, like, for instance, also have, like, higher average viewerships, we usually get the moderation a bit faster, a bit quicker than other accounts. So I think it's still showing no guest request ability on the main, but it did give me access to the Go Live feature again. I don't know if I should try to fix this on stream, everybody, because it could take a while and it could be a little bit annoying to do. I could just try to do my best here, folks. I want to make sure that I'm giving you guys, you know, something to watch. But all in all, this is just terrible. I bet there's some Trump supporters watching.
You know, you could try StreamYard for a second on YouTube.
I've never done StreamYard before.
I would try it. I really enjoy it. And you can see like someone before they join in.
Is it easy to set up?
They can't even show their camera. It's not too hard to set up. It might be better to set it up for a different day.
Okay. Like it would take.
I would recommend to try it just in case something like this happens again, because I think it's actually like a good alternative. All you have to do is put the link to join in your pinned comment, and then people can just join that way, and it's like really easy.
True. Yeah.
You're also less likely to get people who are going to spam stuff like that because it's associated with Google accounts. So.
No, yeah, very true. Yeah, I'm getting transferred to the right person at TikTok right now to talk to about this. I hope that I get transferred to the person I like. Scarlett. Scarlett is very helpful. Very helpful. So I hope that's who I get connected to. Yo, Tracy, thank you for the $20 who says, don't be sad, Dean. You rock and we all know it. Don't let these assholes win. I appreciate you for the $20, Tracy. No, I'm not sad. I'm just a little bit annoyed. I mean, both me and Parker, like Parker could definitely testify to this. Both me and Parker have struggled with these issues forever. You know, like we are always getting fucked by TikTok.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate. It's been happening for years, and they really seemingly don't care to fix it all. Like Dean finally only recently just got a contact at TikTok. Like I still don't have one, and that's only a recent thing. And like even so, it takes like 40 minutes for you to get a response back. I mean, it's obviously not like their fault because it's like they overwork their human teams like crazy because they have so little people working on their human teams. But like, it's just they need to structure their algorithm in a manner so it doesn't give their human teams like so much work.
Yeah, I know. Or they just need to hire more humans. They are a billion-dollar company. They could probably hire more than like 5 fucking people to work on issues like this. Like I legitimately think they have like literally 5 people. Like the actual real humans that you could legitimately talk to that isn't either like an AI bot or will just respond to you with a script. A team of 5 people. Team of 5 fucking people, maybe. Thank you for the $5 as well, Sophie, who says, well, thank you for helping me through a lot, Dean. Well, I appreciate you for helping me through a lot, Sophie. And that also goes to everybody else watching. I mean, you know, the community that we built here, the streams that we run, I mean, I've really helped me out so fucking much in so many different ways, especially with my mental health, surprisingly. Abby, thank you for the $15 on Venmo, who says, please refer to your League of Moderators as Sealed Dean 6. Thanks. I like that. That's good, Abby. And Caroline, thank you for the $20. Who says, yeah, I'll look that up, Caroline. Thank you so much. Appreciate you so very much, Caroline. Let's get 200 Caroline W's.
That's actually so good. Sealed Dean 6. That's crazy.
Lisa, thank you so much for the $20 as well. I said I saw that earlier, but I guess thank you again, Lisa. And Quinn, thank you for the $10. I appreciate you guys. Base. I'm getting transferred to the human moderator who I really like. A whole lot. Who's very helpful, very kind. You know, she's actually a fan of the streams too.
W.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to go ahead. It's all like texting. I'm going to go ahead and unplug my microphone here to send like voice to text because I hate typing. Parker, you know, if you want to talk to the chat for a moment, feel free. This will only take me like 30 seconds.
Got you. If you have any questions for me, you can ask me in the YouTube super chat, everybody. Or not YouTube. Fuck, I didn't mean to say that. I meant YouTube chat. Just ask me over the YouTube chat. I'll try to answer questions. People are saying piano, but he's busy right now, everybody. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to say that. I'm sorry to say. But what's though, chat? What's good though, chat? Thank you everyone for like sitting through with Dean through this, because I know how stressful it is to like try to do this while you're live, and because I mean you're like as like an entertainer or like someone who's running a stream, you need to like constantly keep the chat like engaged in the stream. So I just appreciate everyone for sticking through with us, because it really helps out. It really helps out. But I mean, there's fucking like 7,100 people here. If you're on here on YouTube, I would recommend hitting that like button here on YouTube. For Dean, it's gonna really help push out the stream. Really gonna help push out the stream, and he never asks people to, so I recommend to do it. I bet y'all could get it up to like 3,000 likes at least. You know, we could easily, quite frankly, get there. Play music. I can't do it while he's on the stream, also because it decreases or gets rid of the monetization on YouTube. Do you ever snowboard? No, I never snowboard. I actually used to ski when I was younger. I used to ski. Do you do stuff other than debates? Every once in a while, I'll do gaming on like Twitch and stuff like that. I was thinking of making a YouTube account where I do gaming, like Parker Get on the Game. I think that would be a pretty fun one. But I mean, I don't do too much stuff, so it's like, I don't know what I would do. The 6,000 likes, yes, we got it. We're actually already at 2,100. That's actually pretty sick. That's pretty sick. Hi Parker. Side whistle? What do you mean by side whistle? Ice skate? I'm horrible at ice skating. It hurts my feet. Like, I swear, doesn't ice skating like hurt like crazy, bro? Can you play instruments? I'm horrible at instruments. Dean is very talented with the piano. I'm not. Dean's really good with the piano, though. Have you ever listened to 21 Pilots? Yes, I have. Favorite music artist? I don't have like a favorite one right now, but favorite song right now is one from Blood Orange. Fuck, let me remember the song name. What the hell? It just started playing. It is the song name, The Complete Knock. That song slaps, bro. That song is so good. I'm horrible with music names. I'm just like the worst. Any hidden talents? No, I have absolutely zero hidden talents. Absolutely zero. I guess Dean and I are Fortniters. Like Fortniters. We used to play a bunch of Fortnite. We should 1v1 on stream sometime again soon, or like something like that. And I would totally record that and make a video out of that, because our 1v1s are like pretty close and they're like pretty fun. It's been a long. That's how like actually like we kind of became like where our friendship was formed was playing Fortnite together after stream and whatnot. That was the time. Like, what was that? Near like 3 years ago. That was like literally 3 years ago at this point. That's pretty crazy, isn't that? 3 years.
Okay, I'm back for now. I'm back for a moment.
Welcome back. I just propagandized the chat while you're gone.
Based.
Yep, I love spreading propaganda to the chat. The DNC paid propaganda. We love it, actually. You know, we love it so much, I tell you that, actually.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, I got a hold of the rep that I needed to from TikTok, like the one person ever who is actually effective at helping. She is taking a look right now. She already got me access back to that second account, so we're good to go on DNC Dean. Now I'm just waiting to see on the main account. So, boy. Oh my God, Parker, what a day. By the way, what's going on in your day, man? Appreciate you for hanging out with us through the muck.
Of course. I mean, I have plenty of time. I usually have time until like 4:30. That's when my girlfriend gets home. So I got another like 30 minutes or so. My day was good. I just hopped on live, did stream. My debates were all over the place today. Kind of hard to get some debates. It wasn't as crazy as some of the days recently. Like I feel like I've just had some really crazy days recently. So it wasn't too bad. I don't know. I've just been in the grinding mood of everything, watching TV shows. Been really busy. How about yourself though?
Yeah. Well, I went to the dentist this morning to get my teeth whitened.
Ooh, I was thinking about doing that here soon.
Yeah, so I did that. It was interesting. I don't think I would do it again because I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe my teeth do look whiter and it's just something that I'm not noticing as much. But my next step is to go and get an Invisalign to try to fix my bottom teeth.
You mean like your teeth are already white enough? You mean?
No, like I don't know if like the whitening thing made them. Well, I don't know if it worked too well on me. Maybe it works well on other circumstances, but I don't know. I'll see. I'll see.
I would be careful. The only thing that's really worked for me ever is the whitening strips. I haven't used them in so long since I was way younger, but it's really hard on sensitive teeth, so I'd be careful if you do anything like that. But
yeah,
I've never done it professionally before.
Yeah. So I did it. I did the professional whitening service. Yeah, and I don't know. Maybe it's like I don't know. Maybe that's like my one insecurity is my teeth. You know, people talk shit on that every so often, and I think it's like the one thing where I'm like, oh, like yeah, you're right. My teeth are kind of fucked. But I think the bigger issue is the wisdom teeth. I never got my wisdom teeth removed. I have all four. And I don't really want to because on top of having this like irrational fear of, you know, dental surgery, it would also put me out of doing these live streams for like a week. So
yeah, you're fucked there.
Yeah.
I only had 2, and it wasn't too bad for me. 4 is supposed to be really, really painful. If I were you, I'd probably recommend. Actually, you might be out for more than that. Just if you do 4 or something.
Yeah.
If you're gonna do it, you got to do 4 because it just does not make sense for you to separate it in 2 times like that. If you're gonna, I guess maybe it could, but then you have to separate it, get and like go off of live like twice. Take
Bro,
2
I
huge
couldn't.
breaks.
I couldn't do it. Even just on a personal level, I couldn't do the surgery twice, and
So just do it
that
once,
causes a lot of
It's more
crowding.
painful, though.
That causes a lot of crowding in my bottom teeth, and it makes my bottom teeth look all janky. So I mean, I'm thinking about just not ever getting my wisdom teeth removed. I mean, like, what are the downsides there?
It depends on your wisdom teeth. Go to the dentist and ask, because some people have wisdom teeth and they don't need to get theirs removed because it doesn't impede upon their teeth very much. But if it is causing crowding and it is causing your teeth to move closer, like it makes most sense to do so. Like you can. It's really more like you just don't want to take the time off of work. And realistically, when it comes to things like health like that, you just got to do it. You know, it's one of those things. I would recommend it, but I'd go check the dentist before because some people don't need to get them removed.
No, every time I go into the dentist, they say, "Okay, yeah, we got to schedule you to get those out." That's what they say every time.
You better do that. Then.
Yeah, that's what they say every single time. And the older you get, the worse it is to get them removed because the more impacted they are. Claire, I appreciate you for the $5 who says piano question mark. I was considering it, but we're probably just going to hop back on live on that second account until we get main access back. Tash, thank you for the $5 who says, I hope that you get to stay on today. Yeah, no, I think that we will be good to stay on. We definitely have a lot of complications, and I think that we're only going to have more because what's going to happen is we're going to go live again, and we're going to have a bunch of people that join up and just spam the N-word because they have realized that it gets me banned. So Fortunately, folks, when we restart this stream on TikTok here momentarily to hop back into the debates, expect a bunch of people to spam the N-word. Taylor, thank you for the $10, who says, hey, if you do YouTube callers, can you please stream it back to TikTok? Yeah. That would be the plan if we ever do YouTube callers. Thankfully, I don't think that we will need to today. Thank you for the $10. Megan with a $5 says, when I got my wisdom teeth removed, I was only down and out for a day. Yeah. I mean, that's what I've also heard from others. I think that I need to do it ASAP. And then Lily, thank you for the $10, who says, did you see that Trump's judicial nominee from Texas refused to agree that Trump couldn't run for a third term? If you haven't, I sent it on TikTok. I did see that. Dude, that shit pisses me the fuck off. I get so pissed off by that. Out of like all considerations of the Trump administration, nothing pisses me off more than these fucking loyalist, like, dick suckers. The judges that he will appoint, like, they'll always ask them, you know, like, who won the 2020 election? They can never say Biden. Oh, could Trump run for a third term? They can never say no. Like, I fucking hate them. I despise them. They are gross. They are such a threat to our institutions, our checks and balances, and our democracy. They're fucking idiots. Oh my God.
Dude, it's so crazy. I saw that video and I was so angry. I was so livid, bro. Did my connection go out? Hello?
No, you're still here. Sorry, I was just typing a message. No, so fucking true. So fucking true, dude. I guess, guys, let's go and hop back into those debates. We're going to go ahead and restart on DNC Dean for now. We will likely be back on the main account for like the last hour and a half of the stream. I mean, this is just such a mess. It is. I don't know what the hell is going on today. I appreciate you guys for sticking with us, though. Really, on a very real note, I appreciate y'all for sticking with us. Welcome back in to everybody tuning back in on TikTok. I really appreciate you guys so much for being here. Welcome in, everybody. Make sure to say what's good down below in that chat. Welcome in, Caroline. It's good to see you. Mags, it's good to see you. Josie, welcome in. Sammy, Clover, Shadow Reaper, Aiden, and Ellie. Thank you guys all so much for joining. Parker, do you want to hop back in that queue on TikTok, or do you want to stay on Discord?
I could do either or, honestly.
It's up to you, man.
I guess I can't hear the guest, that's why. So I'll join on my phone.
All right, bet. See you here in a moment. All right, guys. Go ahead and hop inside of that queue on TikTok if you happen to be an American adult that supports Donald J. Trump as president. We're going to get you loaded back up in that stream. We're going to restart things here momentarily. We've had a lot of bumps in the road today, folks, but luckily, TikTok has been helping us out. We did just get a hold of some great employee at TikTok who's helped me out a lot in the past. And she's going to help to get our main account back. She already did get her second account back, which is awesome. Welcome in, Jackson. Do you support Trump?
I just want to say I love you, bro.
All right, bro. You take care, dude. But, looking for Trump supporters above the age of 18 today, folks. Please do follow those rules, guys. I mean, we've had so many complications with the stream today. Don't give me more, for the love of God. Especially for all, the cool-ass people hopping in that queue that just want to say, hey, I appreciate y'all, but please respect my boundaries, especially right now, more than ever. Star, do you support Trump?
Yes, I do.
Okay, you're a kid. Why are all these kids here? Don't know what's going on. Stay care, I guess. Earth, do you support Trump? No, Earth doesn't. I already know that you're not a Trump supporter. We got Solve loaded up in the box. Carson, I appreciate you for that train, man. Let's go to get the next guest loaded up in. Guys, we are just straight up loading in all the Trump supporters. Rhea, do you support Trump?
I love you guys.
Please, respect the boundaries. Yvette, do you support Trump? Going once, going twice. Sold to the next guest. Dave Blunts, do you support Trump?
Digger.
Okay, banned. All right, guys, we cannot find a singular Trump supporter, everybody. Not one. S, do you support Trump? Okay, going once, going twice, sold. Axel, do you support Trump?
I love you, Dean!
Okay, once again, respect my fucking boundaries. Respect my fucking boundaries. Parker, I accidentally kicked you because I was in the process of kicking so many people. All right, guys, I'm going to start banning people who joined the queue that I've already kicked. I'm going to go to ban you because you've already joined. I've already kicked you. All right, moving on. We got Parker back up on here. We got Tanner joining.
I'm sorry, bro.
Kill
this
joining.
is brutal.
Yeah, we're trying our best. Welcome. Tanner, do you support Trump?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you're a kid. Why are all the Keel, do you support Trump?
Can you kick me? This was an accident.
Oh my god. Okay, alright. We got Felix loading up in. Boom, boom, boom. We got Kay. We got Clover loading up in. Guys, we were looking for American adults that support Donald J. Trump as president to come up here for a debate. Yo, Felix and Kay, do you guys support Trump?
I do.
So who said I do?
Me.
Who's me? Felix or Kay?
Okay.
Okay. Kay, how old are you?
18.
What year were you born in?
2008.
What month?
February 2nd.
Okay, and why do you support Trump?
Because he's a neo-libertarian phalangist.
Okay, I'm going to go to ban you. Folks, for everybody tuning in, I am trying my very best here to find a guest, but there just simply are no Trump supporters. Literally zero. Okay, this is literally the last person in the guest request. The last person in the guest request. Holy, do you support Trump? Okay, we're going to go to ban you. We are trying our best here to find a singular Trump supporter to come up here for a debate. I'm trying my best, everybody. Can't find a single soul here. We're going to continue to try, though. We're going to continue to try. Okay, they didn't load in. Moving on to Rachel. We got Annie loading up as well. Rachel, do you support Trump?
Dean, my father does. I'm the one that donated the other day and asked if you would debate him.
Oh, yeah, nice. Are you with him?
So I will be. I wanted to see the quickest way. I joined the queue the other day and I waited so long, but then he left. So is there a way to reach you so that you can debate him?
Yeah, just like
when the next time I'm with him.
send like a penny on Venmo, so I just get the notification knowing that you're in that queue.
Perfect. I will do that next time. Thank you. Don't ban me. I just need that.
I won't ban you, Rachel. That's a very fair question. Guys, we're still trying to find that very first Trump supporter of the day. Only hop inside of the queue if you are an American adult that supports Donald J. Trump as president. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Only hop inside of that queue if you are an American adult that supports Donald J. Trump as president. Welcome in. Do you support Trump?
Fuck yeah, buddy. I support him because he know how to suck a dick. You want to...
All right. I'm going to go to ban you. Very easy. Folks, we're still trying to find that first Trump supporter of the day. Only hop inside of that queue if that is you. Please and thank you. Only up inside of that queue, please. And thank you. We got Keith loaded up with the box. We got Professor loaded up with the box. Keith, do you support Trump?
Yeah.
How old are you?
Yo.
What year are you born in, Keith?
February 25th, 2008.
Okay, can you speak up a little bit?
Yeah, February 25th, 2008.
All right, Professor, do you support Trump?
Yeah. Nah, I'm just trolling. I don't support him.
Okay, how old are you, Professor?
18.
Okay, you're very clearly trying to make your voice deeper. We're going to go to kick you too. Guys, we're cycling through everybody. We're trying to find somebody for a debate, guys. Just hang in with us. I promise I'm trying my best, everyone. I promise. I'm trying my best, you guys. All right, we're going to go to try to get that next guest loaded up in the box right now, folks. Only off inside of that queue if you are MAGA. Okay. Now it's not even accepting the guest request anymore. Parker, see that?
Yeah, man. You know what? It might be one of those days where you just can't run it. It might be one of those days where you just got to do it early, like end it early. To be honest with you, to be honest, like that's kind of like what I had to do like yesterday, and today I kind of was like, I'm just gonna call it.
Yeah, it might just be because like legitimately now, like it's just not even accepting the guest requests. Like I'm hitting accept, and it's just not loading them into the live.
That's crazy.
I think I cycled. I think I cycled one too many people in like short time span, and now like the whole guest box is just glitched out. Oh my god, bro! Oh my god! 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 Okay, I'm gonna
try StreamYard.
I'm not gonna give up on this yet. I'm gonna hit disconnect all, Parker, to like refresh the guest box.
Gotcha.
Do you know how back inside of that queue?
All right. Yeah, I will. Got you.
Perfect. All right, we just hit the disconnect all button. Hopefully that will completely restart the guest box. We'll be able to get people up. Looking for Parker back inside of that queue, folks. Oh my god, bruh. It's not even showing me that he... Wait, can anybody join the queue? It doesn't even look like the queue works. Yeah, Parker can't request. All right, we're gonna force restart the guest box, in a little bit more of a difficult fashion. On TikTok, my face is gonna freeze. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back in less than 10 seconds. Have to completely restart TikTok OBS. This is insane. Honestly, this is literally nuts. I am just close to calling it. Bro. Unfucking real. Unfucking real. This is so much fun. This is so much fun. This is so much fun. Hee hee hee. Hoo hoo hoo. Ha ha ha. And it's still not working. Yippee! It's still not working. It's not fucking working. The guest request. Dude! Holy shit, man. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. We gotta restart the live, bro. We gotta hit a restart. I'm tweaking. I'm fucking tweaking. I'm actually tweaking, dude. I'm tweaking so fucking hard right now. I'm fucking tweaking, bro. What a day it's been. What a day it's been. We're gonna go and hit a restart on that live stream. I'll see you guys in like 10 seconds. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. I'm bugging, bro. I'm fucking bugging, dude. Oh my god. Someone in the YouTube chat says, I'm telling you it's a conspiracy. Bro, it has to be! What else could it be? This has to be a conspiracy, man. They banned my main. They banned my second. And now the guest box is just gone! Why is the guest box gone? What the fuck? Why is it just gone now? Why is it gone? What is going on? Oh, great! I got another ban. Oh my god, dude. You're killing me, bro. You're legit killing me, bro. You're legit killing me. Bro, TikTok, bro. TikTok, bro. I submitted an appeal. Is this rage bait? Is this fucking rage bait, dude? I think this is rage bait. I think I'm gonna just go to dinner. I think I'm just gonna go to dinner. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get off. I'm just gonna go to dinner. That's Parker says you want to use my second account. Bro, Parker, you in a battle? You know what? Bro? Fuck it and off. Want a battle, Parker? I'm trying to shit on you in a fucking battle, okay? That's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. Quite frankly, Parker. I want to shit on you in a battle. I want to absolutely own you, dude. Parker says in all caps, you're going to get cooked. No, buddy. You're done. You're done, kid. You're over. You're legit over, buddy. You're legit done, pal. Oh my goodness. Folks, that's it for the debates for the day. This is just simply one of those days where the debates won't happen. Where it is not going to work. I don't know what's going on. I hope that we are not experiencing the same issue tomorrow. But for today, the debates are over. And that also means that the YouTube live stream is over. We will be on TikTok battling. I just don't really like the idea of like streaming on YouTube while doing a battle on TikTok. Probably be a little cringe. Right? You just see me over here like fucking screaming. Like you don't know what, because Because you're not like a part of the battle on TikTok. You know, for like the non-TikTokers watching on YouTube, it's like a TikTok thing. So I think that we are just going to go to end the YouTube live here. Hey, Renee, thank you so much for the $50 for the hard work and the TikTok bullshit. I really appreciate you so much for that love. Thank you so much for that love, Renee. Show some love to Renee down below for the $50. Same thing to Darian. Thank you for the 40 euros, who says, while you're on YouTube, Dean, did you ever buy your girlfriend a toaster? Yes! Yes, 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 yes. I did indeed get a toaster. I did indeed, Darian. Thank you for the 40 euros. Okay? You are an alpha Chad. Thank you so much for that love, Darian. Bro. This is just a mess. I'm gonna bang my head against a fucking wall. Somebody else in the YouTube chat says, oh shoot, got a phone call and missed the last 40 minutes. Oh, Bobby. You didn't miss anything. We're going to go and end it today on YouTube. Like I said, apologize for the incredibly short live stream. What can you do? Really nothing. Realistically, nothing in this scenario, unfortunately. We're going to be spending the rest of the day on TikTok battling Parker. Head over to @DNCDean on TikTok if you want to hang out over there. I'm going to go and end that YT live now. Peace, love, good night, and goodbye. What a mess, dude.